Good evening, Insane Kitten here. We're starting a little late, but that's okay. Better late than never, I always say. Hello, Skating Pancake. I thought that emote said, my fat love. My fat love. It's my fant love. My fantasies. Interesting. There's a channel called My Fantasies. This sounds like questionable content. Anyhow, but and also hello, Nick. What's up, gamers? What's up? Did I start this? Did I start the game? We're back for some more Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. Oh my god, disgusting. Where? Some gamers. Oh no, I didn't turn on borderless gaming. I need this thing to like display it properly. There we go. Also, hi, say hi to Lucas. Sup, Lucas? Is that the name of your cat, Lucas, or dog? I can't even remember if you have a dog or a cat. Maybe it's a puppy cat. Is it a puppy cat? Why no controller work? Oh no. Controller? Nah, controller no worky. Why? Lucas? Dang. Yes. I can't click on things. I have to use a keyboard. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't test this out for it to work. I trusted that my controller would work, and it's failing me now. As Lucas as adorable as you. I love that little animation show. Wait, what animation show? What animation show? I'm confused. Lucas sounds a lot like Luca. I have a cat named Luca. No, why is it not taking in my controller? Why you don't want to take? Is the Bluetooth not hooked up? Where? Bluetooth. Why is it not coming up? I'm having all kinds of difficulties. Fuck it. I'm just gonna plug it in. It's been working up until today. Being Puppy Cat or something like that. Oh yeah. I love Being Puppy Cat. Being Puppy Cat's great. Amazing little piece of indie animation. I don't think I've actually watched all of them. Scuff stream? Isn't it like scuffed all the time? What are you talking about? No, why is it not? Oh, okay, there we go. Now it works. What if I unplug it now? No, it doesn't want to work wirelessly. Fuck it. I was being hopeful. Oh no, it doesn't want to work now that I... Okay. I unplugged it. It didn't work. When I plugged it back in, it takes a few seconds. I'm very impatient. Angry. That's very angry. It's like I want to use the wireless feature of my controller. It's like I don't understand why I need to be plugging it in. I bought the Bluetooth dongle all for just this controller. Just for this controller. Alright, where were we left off? Probably this one. PC says no. I think it's just that sometimes the controller loses it loses the connection to the Bluetooth when I set it up, and I can't predict why it loses the connection. It just does. Maybe like every time I restart my computer. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna watch it again. Oh, Being Puppy Cat? Yeah, I gotta go and watch it because I'm pretty sure there's some episodes I've missed because like for a long time they hadn't released any like new episodes, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing like some of the newer stuff that they've made. Wait a second, this is a visual novel. Need that controller to make fast touches slow. I like it because because my keyboard is noisy and I don't have the mic off the desktop, so it's less noisier that way, and I don't have to like push the button gently on the keyboard. It's quieter if I use the controller. Yeah, mechanical keyboards. It's like I like them, but they're pretty noisy for streaming with, and I don't like tweaking it so that there was you know, the noise gate to keep it out. It's too much. It kind of filters too much that way. So that's my current settings kind of like don't filter it out completely. So anyhow, May Queen Nyanyan was closed to accommodate our training yesterday, but is ready and open for business today. I think you can actually buy a fairly cheap mechanical keyboard. Like you can buy like $20-$30 ones, I think. Although I've never tried like a cheap one. I feel like I want to try one just to see what they're like and see how they compare to like the branded, more expensive like gamer type keyboards, you know. Hey yo, pee pee poo poo check. I think both. Yes. Yes and yes. For today. Did you poo today? Which means it's finally time for us to start working. With the store set to open in about 30 minutes, the atmosphere is tense. We're nervous. Oh, that's right. All the lab members are helping out at May Queen Nyanyan, so they're all dressed up. Needless to say, Faris and Mairi are more than used to this environment, so they do the rounds, making sure everyone is all right. No, but I had a sandwich. I didn't get a sandwich today. What did I have today? I had dim sum and some leftover cheeky nuggets. Mairi fixes the ribbon around Rinnin Nyanyan's formerly known as Suzuha's neck. Her maid name, Rinnin, is based off of the kanji character for Suzu. Oh, that's cute. Quote, burger. Good source of potassium. Like what? Because you had like a banana in the sandwich or something? It's ex burger balls. Yeah, I said burger balls. I don't know what burger balls are. Would you eat burger balls? Actually, wouldn't burger balls be like just meatballs? Isn't that just a meatball? Because burgers are just made out of ground meat, and so wouldn't that just a ball shape be a meatball? Like a giant meatball, maybe? Possibly. The sandwich is the banana. What? Rin-rin-chan. Mayushi Nyanyan. I like how she says sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't cute enough. Burger balls seem to be a thing, really? I need to see what these burger balls are. After our flyer escapades yesterday, it looked like Kurisu's gained a little bit of self-confidence. She's still as shy as ever, but now she's at least able to act like a cat-eared maid. Oh, flyer, because she was flying away. Or fleeing? Yeah, she's in the cat costume. And she's crossing her arms. It's so soon. Kind of. Or is it more like kurudere? She kind of gives off the kurudere vibes as well. So I don't really know how to classify her. She's not truly a tsundere, I don't think. But yeah.
って全然メイドらしくないなお前。そんなことで大丈夫か？
私このキャラで行くことにしたから。
Wait. Oh, maid.
あ？
クリスニャーニャンはツンドラっていうキャラ設定になったんだにゃ。
Ah, tsundara. There
お
you
帰りにゃさいませご主人様。大好きにゃん。 なんて私が言っても似合わないでしょ。
Let's see, Tsundra. Tsundra. Derived from the word tundra, it sounds similar to tsundere, but the primary differentiator is that a tsundra character is only ever aloof and acerbic. They never exhibit any signs of affectionate behavior. These kinds of characters are popular with masochists. The term rose to prominence after being used to refer to a certain popular anime's icy cold, purple-haired main heroine. Purple-haired heroine. Are they referring to Zero or RE0? Is this RE0? Can someone name this anime for me? A purple-haired main heroine who has like an icy cold demeanor.
ああ、なるほど。確かに。
何を納得してるの？そうでもないくらい言いなさいよ、この DT が。
Ooh, that's mean.
お前って本当に最低のクズね。
That's mean.
こっちに来ないでちょうだい。
Ooh, she's good at it. Oh my god, the noises he's making.
とまあ、こんな感じ？
Lol.
クリスチャン上手。
Look at them in your catgirl outfits. I don't really know why Mayuri wears like a whole wig for this. I guess to mask the fact that it's her. I don't know.
お客さん大喜びだにゃ。
I don't know how I feel about the blonde wig. Oh, so she was just practicing her character? Don't scare me like that. And wait, are customers really looking for that kind of service? Oh, customers will love it.
むふクリスニャンニャン大ブレイクの予感
Oh, probably. Daru breathes heavily as he speaks, his cheeks bright red. I take back my previous statement. In case it's not already obvious, Chris Nyanyan is Kurisu's maid name. I'd suggested Slebsev Nyanyan, but needless to say, I only narrowly avoided getting my head bashed in. I also tried to push for Shining Finger Nyanyan as Moika's name, but that got rejected as well. They went with the far more boring Moi Moi Nyanyan. Their loss. Moi Moi. Said Moi Moi Nyanyan is currently trying her best to clean the windows. After working together like this, I realized something. Moika is entirely incapable of cleaning. Wait, that's kind of funny after doing Moika's like storyline and you watch her try to clean her apartment and she's just like incapable of doing it either. There, so she's just like she can't clean. Well, she tried to even clean there too, and she just got too distracted. One thing led to another, and she just couldn't focus enough. Which I feel like is kind of me. For example, Moika was supposed to be polishing the tables right about now, but after she noticed some fingerprints on the windows, she got distracted. Now she's cleaning the windows. Ah, see, she got distracted here too. I think she just kind of gets bogged down with the details, and that's kind of my problem too. So then I kind of like lose focus that way. Or maybe I'm like, maybe I have some form of ADD, I don't know. And upon closer inspection, there was a broom leaning against the wall right next to a dustpan full of trash that's been completely abandoned. She probably got distracted by something else. She's not just like this with cleaning either. It's everything. When asked to make a chocolate parfait during training yesterday, Moika took over twice as long as everyone else. She ended up making something that only barely resembled a parfait. The ice cream melted into a mess, there was too much chocolate, and it was all overflowing out of the glass. I have never seen someone so unskilled in my entire life. And yet here she's supposed to be like a rounder, like assassin. She's trying her best, okay?
なあ、ちょっとダメだよ、桐生萌香。あ、じゃなかった。萌え萌え。
My man.
ゴミはちゃんと廃棄しないとさ。あと、テーブルと窓を同時に拭くのはやめなってば。
ごめん。
ああ、いいよいいよ。ゴミは私がやっとくから。
What's interesting about this whole situation is that Suzu is trying her best to try and help Moika out. It's almost like watching a little sister try and take care of her clumsy older sibling or something. I was watching a psychologist talk about ADHD, describing the symptoms and how it affects life, and I was like, well, shit. Like, you were just like ticking off all the the boxes on that checklist. I wonder if I should like probably like, I don't know, get myself checked out for that, if I might have ADHD or something. They might make for a good combo.
Ooh!
My attention fully on Moika and Suzuha, I hear Daru's voice coming from behind me, and then immediately after I hear the girls let out a stunned sigh. I turn around to take a look and... oh! There stands a beautiful young lady fidgeting restlessly after exiting the changing room. Hold on. Why is it... oh, it lets you pan up and down. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. If only you could take like a screenshot of like the whole thing. Explains why I can't start things until it's too late, and I'm always bad with time management. That sounds like me. That sounds like me, considering I started the stream late. Lol. Her voice is faint, almost as if she might vanish at a moment's notice. The girl, man, is the epitome of innocent beauty. Sheesh. Lol. He's the polar opposite of how Kurisu was yesterday after changing into her maid outfit. Uh-oh. I can just barely make out Daru muttering in the corner. I hate to admit it, but even I can't look away.
やっぱり変ですよね。
変なんてとんでもないにゃ。すっごく美人さんだよ。
私本当に自信なくすな。
Confidence leaking.
私もだよ。
そんな。
His face bright red, Lukaku glances over at me. I imagine he's gonna give me a look of protest, considering I'm the one who put him into this situation. I get it, but instead...
どうですか、京馬さん。僕、
she's looking
メイクインの役に立てるでしょうか。
当然ではないか、我が弟子よ。お前はこの法王院京馬が見込んだ男の中の男だ。胸を張ってメイド界の女王を目指すがいい。
はい、僕頑張ります。セリフだけ聞いてると何かが間違ってるんだけど、漆原さんだから許せちゃうわね。
これで全員揃ったにゃ。
みんな頑張ってくれだお。僕も今日は裏方として頑張るからね。
Daru's penguin suit is actually a modified one we got from Tokyo's hands. Mayuri's going to make the adjustments, but she couldn't handle Lukaku's maid costume and that at the same time, understandably. Tokyo's Hands, fictional, a home improvement chain based out of Tokyo. But unlike most such stores, which have large buildings outside the city centers, Tokyo Hands has many department store style buildings located around major train stations. Tokyo Hands stores also carry a wide variety of products from professional grade tools and materials to fishing and variety goods. I see. So for today, Daru has his digital camera and laptop with him so he can grab photos for the May Queen Yan Yan website.
素敵なホームページをお願いにゃ。ダルにゃ。楽しみにしてるにゃ。
I've been blaming myself for so long. Lately, I've noticed reading something you like actually helps later manage concentrating on getting actual work and reading done. Wait, like what do you mean like reading something you like? And not scrolling through memes all day, rotten brain. Use it or lose it. Lol. So, are you saying that reading even something that's like fiction, like a little bit, will prep your brain to work or something? Prep your brain for focus? I don't know if that's the case for me. I don't know. Is that just for you, or is that like something that ADHD people use as a technique to help them? That's kind of interesting.
任せてフェイリスタンということで早速写真を1枚
Goddard starts taking photos of us. He said one photo, but he's clearly taking multiple. Some of them low angle even.
ローアングラーやめい
Low angular. Cameramen who photograph female cosplayers and idols from a low angle can be found where cosplayers congregate, such as Kamima or Akihabara's Pedestrian Heaven. From low angles.
大丈夫だおこれは僕の個人的なコレクションだから
Oh, okay. That makes it all the much better.
クリスちゃんキャラクターが変わってるよ
おっとっとっといけないさっさと死になさいこの豚お前のような変態がいるだけで地球の大気が汚れるわ
She gets to be like all mean.
来たこれ
Kitakure. Japanese internet slang used to describe when everything is proceeding as planned. Kitakure. I think kita means yes, and then kore is like that or something like that. There. Roughly translated. I've noticed it for myself. Escapism seems to help thoughts stop from entangling and make a mess out of me. Maybe it's because your mind is like focusing on something that you enjoy, so should we really be going down this path? I get the feeling we'll only be drawing creepers like Daru if we keep this up.
それじゃあルカニャもう少しで開店だからその前に
Didn't know Daru was a masochist. I think he has a thing for like being dominated, sort of, in a way, or shamed. Like, yeah, like being dominated, I think.
いきなり外で仕事ですか大丈夫すぐになれるわ私も昨日そうだったから
Yeah, degraded.
でも
It's a thing.
ほら行くにゃ
待ってくださいまだ心の準備が
Hold on, it's like really loud. Or her voice is really loud. Faris takes the hesitant Luca Nyan. Wait, hold on. Luca Nyan. Luca Nyan. It's hard to say. Luca Nyan. Yes, that's actually his maiden name, with her outside the cafe.
にゃ
I think Lime likes that. What? Being degraded? I don't know why, I just do. Okay. And so, the time to open up May Queen Yan Yan had finally arrived, kicking off our workday. That being said, Operation Freya has only just begun, so it's not like we're drowning in customers. Even around lunchtime, business is slow. Customers familiar with Faris and Mayuri pop their heads in every once in a while, but over the course of the day, there isn't much for us to do. Seeing Shido's cafe flourishing across the street from us just adds insult to injury.
焦っても仕方ないにゃまだ大逆転の序章が始まったばっかりだにゃ
Wait, was it? Faris' smile is as bright as ever. Things only start to change a little after tea time in the afternoon.
嘘本当にルカ君
どうしようかわいい
Mayuri's cosplay friends swing by the cafe after hearing about things from her. Apparently, Lukako is pretty famous in that crowd, and every event they try to get Mayuri to convince him to cosplay with them.
ご注文をねえねえ今度のイベントでライネットかけるやるんだけど合わせしないルカ
Gathering?
君ならキラリちゃんこそだっていけるよ
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Wait. Tips. This term refers to a group of cosplayers meeting up for the same series. Members of said groups might all cosplay as characters from a single series or even the same character. Oh, gathering. And actually, Lukako does actually cosplay as Kirari in one timeline.
ちょっと
I feel bad for Lukako, who's clearly struggling under all of this pressure, so I head over to lend him a helping hand. Without breaking from my butler character, of course.
失礼します。
お嬢様方、先にご注文をどうぞ。
Ooh, that's smooth.
どうなさいました？
That's really
どう
smooth.
しよう。リアル黒ときた。
Seb? Seb. A character that appears in the popular anime Darkness Butler. Wait, what was this anime called again? The real one? Oh my god, I can't even remember. His true form is that of a demon who has been summoned to the real world from the demon realm. Although he loves his master, he is fated to take his soul. The show is popular among female anime fans, but enjoys immense popularity among the Fujoshi crowd. Fujoshi.
もしかして二次元の壁を越えて降臨なされた？
Wow. Female versions of Dado? Oh, I see. I can feel myself wanting to interject, but I keep it all in. They might be odd, but they're still Mayuri's friends. I have to treat them well.
ねえねえ、ルカ君。はい？クロト様とはどういう関係なの？
Seb-sama. My name's not Seb.
どういうって言われても、僕にいつも優しくしてくれる方で。優しくしてくれる方。
Oh. The army of girls look back and forth between me and Lukako nearly in unison, then start grinning. Perfect boys' love setup. I summon Mayuri over to the table.
何かにゃ？
Nani kanya? Mayuri approaches us and exchanges cheerful greetings with the girls.
マユリ、ルカ子をサポートしてやってくれ。俺では全く歯が立たん。
Lol.
わかった。
Yeah, they know that Lukako is male. We just went over that. Were you not paying attention to the story? Hello? Hello? Apparently Lukako is pretty famous in that crowd, and in every event they try to get Mayuri to convince him to cosplay with them. So yes, they are aware that he's a boy. And that he makes like a really cute girl. I don't know. People have a thing for like cosplays. And that's why when they were looking at Lukako and Okabe and talking about him, and Lukako said that he treats him gently, they were all like, oh, you know. It's like they'd ship that. Oops, I didn't mean to pull out the phone.
こんにちは。
あ、お帰りなさいませ、お嬢様。
I take the arrival of a new customer as an opportunity to flee the scene.
桐生ちゃんいます？
桐生ちゃん。ああ。
I point over to Moeka in the corner. Needless to say, she's continuing to fail at cleaning.
あ、いた。うわー、桐生ちゃんってば思ったより似合うじゃないの。
The female customer seems to know Moeka. As I lead her to a table, she smiles over in her direction.
おい、しやつ。萌え萌え。
Breakfast time. Alright, enjoy your breakfast.
お客さんだぞ。
Breakfast.
見に来たわよ。
すみません。休んで。
いいのいいの。これも取材の一環ってことで。
Wait, they're gonna count it. This woman must be from the company where Moeka works. Judging by their back and forth, she's either her senior or her boss. Her senior is
ねえ、
pretty
桐生ちゃん。
easygoing.
今度うちで萌え系雑誌を出すんだけどさ。
Ooh.
ダメ。
まだ何にも言ってないじゃない。
お断り。
別に脱いでとか言わないわよ。パンツじゃないから恥ずかしくないもん的な感じでさ。
But they're not panties, so it's not embarrassing? What? A catchphrase used to promote an anime series. It was chosen as the winner of the Anime Buzzword of the Year award back in 2008. The main characters in the series look like they're only wearing panties, but they're actually wearing pants. Supposedly. I've never heard of this. I don't remember this anime.
わからない。けど。
Does anyone know what anime they're referring
平
to?
気平気。萌え萌えならやれるから。
Moi moi.
やれません。 こんにちは。
And yet another customer has joined us. Things are starting to get busy.
それじゃ頑張れよ、萌え萌え。
I leave Moeka behind to deal with her boss and head toward the entrance. If Morgan ever appears dressed up like a maid in a magazine, I have to make it a point to buy multiple copies.
お帰りなさいませ。お嬢。あれ？
おう、頑張ってるか？
Mr. Brown and his lovely daughter Naya have joined us.
何しに来たのだ、ミスター・ブラウン！
何って、うちのバイトがここで働いてるって言うからよ。茶でも飲もうと思って来たんじゃねえか。
そうか。こっちだ。案内しよう。
Neko waifu, bestu waifu. I agree. Although, in this game, Faris is not my favorite waifu. She's not like my top waifu. Sorry. She does make a good waifu though. I calmly lead Mr. Brown and his daughter to a table in the back. And also, hello, Gold Guinea. How you doing, man? This must be Naya's first time in a cafe like this. Her eyes are sparkling with delight and wonder. Oops, I cut her off. Suzuha and Mayuri spot the pair and immediately trot over.
Oh!
鈴葉お姉ちゃんとまゆりお姉ちゃんかわいいね。
まったくだ、なかなかイケてるじゃねえか。
そういいな、羨ましいな。なえちゃん、もうちょっと大きくなったらここでアルバイトするといいよ。
I wonder what Mr. Brown thinks
そ
of
い
that.
つは聞けねえ相談だぜ。うちの大事な娘におかしな虫でもついたらかなわねえからな。
Oh. Upsettingly, Mr. Brown looks dead at me. I got a haircut earlier and I'm feeling fresh. Lol. That's cool.
そこでなぜ俺を見るのだ、ミスター・ブラウンよ。
だっておめえ、年頃になった苗がこんな格好したら絶対によからぬことを考えるだろ。
Nani?
考えるわけないだろう。
なんだと？
A fierce fire appears in Mr. Brown's eyes.
そりゃあれか？うちの娘に魅力がねえとでも言いたいのか？
Damned if he
そうでは
does.
ない。年の差を考えろと言っているのだ。
Damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, basically. Ugh, doting fathers are the worst. Paris quickly rushes over to the table with something in hand.
なえにゃん、こんにちにゃんにゃん。あ、猫のお姉ちゃん、こんにちは。お話が聞こえたにゃん。これ、プレゼントするにゃん。
Paris is holding cat ears in her hands, the same ones that all the maids at May Queen Yan Yan wear.
いいのかい？悪いな、猫の嬢ちゃん。
お礼には及ばないにゃん。
Neko-Jiu-chan.
その代わり、ナイニャンにはこの耳をつけて、ブラウン管工房のお客さんにうちの宣伝をしてもらいたいにゃん。
Free advertising.
タイアップってわけだな。大歓迎だぜ。
宣伝するよ。
What kind of music y'all listen to? I listen to like all kinds of different ones. I'll listen to a lot of like Japanese kind of like J-pop. Sometimes I'll listen to like 80s, 90s, early 90s stuff. Yep.
ナイニャン。
My musical tastes are like all over the place though. Naya puts the cat ears on her head and smiles brightly. You like 3 Days Grace? I don't recall this group. Like, what's one of their songs? I probably have heard them before. I probably don't mind them. 3 Days Grace. Oh, it's a Canadian rock band. Yeah, I mean, I probably do. I probably don't mind them. It's probably been a while since I've listened to them though.
なかなかいいじゃん。
Real kitten is never too late for what? What's up, Chrysius?
そのうちマユシーがナエちゃんの着られるサイズの制服を作ってあげるね。本当？
よかったな、苗。
Wait, they're gonna make her a uniform?
ただし悪いやつには気をつけるんだ。
Just watch out for bad people.
だからミスターブラウンよ、なぜそこで俺を見るのだ。
Oh, and about that collab campaign, I honestly wanted to yell about how it's a waste of time since the Brown 2 workshop never gets any customers, but I didn't want to risk upsetting the man beast. I keep my mouth shut. And so, our first day of work slowly reaches its conclusion. At the end of the day, our customers mostly consisted of friends and associates swinging by, but even still, May Queen Yan Yan felt like it had regained at least some of its old hustle and bustle. Faris was overjoyed. They is Canadian, for reals. I never knew that they and listened to him for years. I only knew that because I just googled them quickly and it says it was a Canadian. I don't often know like if his group is Canadian or not. I only know if I like look them up. So just listen to you in the background to my Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon playthrough. I'm on a mission to clear my backlog. I see. 2 dials down. That's cool. I haven't played that. I watched Omni play that though. It was an interesting game, or it had an interesting ending to it. Google is truth. Google is senpai. Or sensei. Google sensei knows all. After agreeing to help out at May Queen, the days just whiz by. Must be really busy. And slowly but steadily, the number of customers visiting the cafe begins to grow. Mayudi's friends in particular have been a great help thanks to their incredibly vast information network. Customers flock in just to see Lukako and, for some reason, me. Among these customers are the Fujoshi girls, who have apparently decided to ship Lukako and I. See, I told you. Well, radio's not here to see this. A term for a female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men does not apply to female otaku in general. Yeah, I don't count myself as a Fujoshi. I'm not really into it. Anyone seen Assassin Classroom? Yes, I have seen it. I never finished watching it though. That's the one with like the weird teacher with the kind of like alien yellow-faced teacher, right? I never finished watching that one. I always meant to. And Prison School. I always wanted to finish watching Prison School. Pillars of Eternity and the Council are the 2 I've finished so far. Ah, okay. Oh, that's what you mean on your backlog. I see. Your gaming backlog. Okay. Yeah, my backlog is just like, I don't even want to think about it. I even went through my wish list to like try and weed out ones that I was like, okay, I probably will never ever get around to playing it because this is kind of like really low priority. Koro Sensei, yes. Yeah, I don't remember why I never finished it. That or maybe I did finish it. I don't know. I don't remember how it ends though. It's like either the series is still going, so it ends on like a weird note, so it leaves it kind of like on an open-ended kind of ending. So that's probably why I don't remember it. Maybe that's how Assassin what was it? Assassin Classroom was like. This is no joke. And yet here I am again, attempting to take orders while being interrogated.
お嬢様方、本日のご注文は何になさいますか?
Look, he looks good here. But also, he looks kind of uncomfortable.
クロト様?
はい、何でしょう、お嬢様。
Oh, the series was called Kuroshitsuji. I can't remember what it translates to though, right? I was dead ass in tears at the end, and I was mad at the end, Loki. Okay. It's been a few years since I watched it, so I can't really remember entirely how it happened at the end of it. If I did watch to the end. I'm pretty sure I did. Initially, I'd introduced myself as Kyoma, but I gave up after it became too annoying to correct people all the time. Recently, I've just been going by the name Seb.
今日はルカ君はいないんですか?
ルカですか。彼女は家の手伝いで まだ来ておりません。
The voice he's using.
それじゃ黒戸様もお寂しいですね。
I won't say none about it. No spoilers here. Alrighty, that's cool. I can always look it up.
別に寂しくなどあ
I'm
りませ
pretty
ん。
sure I finished it though.
あれはただの友人ですから。
There's usually very few reasons for me not to finish an anime unless it's still running. Because I usually just like binge watch anime.
ルカ君では何してるのかしら。うちの手伝いより黒戸様の方が大事でしょうに。
Why? Why does it have to be like this? I want to scream out to the heavens, but I remind myself that this is all for May Queen. I need to give you then. That said, this is on the tame side of things. There's one other major problem I've been having, worse than even these girls. Every now and then I can feel the male customers shooting me piercing glares from all sides. It almost feels like their negative feelings toward me are burning through my skin. There's no doubt about it. They had to be Lukako's royal guard waiting for him to come into work. For you see, Lukako's picked up something of a fan club of male visitors recently. Donna's been working on the Make Queen Yanyan site pretty regular, and some parts of it are already open to the public. One of the sections being the maid's introductions. Lukako's profile is right up on there, and that caused something of a frenzy over the @channel cosplay boards. To be honest, most of the comments I saw were fairly positive, but some folks whipped themselves up into a tizzy saying things like, "There's no way someone this cute could be a girl. I'm gonna go check things out." The end result? Instant customers. And so the worst case scenario happened, in which I am now being shipped with Lukako by the Fujoshi, and Lukako's fans want nothing of it. Seb is so lame, right? That whole Darkness Butler thing is ridic. Ridic. Everything he's doing is fucking crazy. Lol lol lol, what's up with that face? Lol lol lol. Sounds like me when I'm laughing at people. Laugh out loud by inserting lol into the middle or at the end of a sentence. The speaker convey that they are laughing. On message boards, the user can also type them out in succession. Lol 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 lol. To strengthen the expression or even ridicule someone else. For example, ha ha ha, lol 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 lol, sure, lol 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 lol. But I want to say, so have you seen Demon Slayer the movie? No, I don't think I've seen this movie. No, I have not seen the movie. I think I was, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to probably do like a showing sometime. I want to watch that one. So I'm sure that some people would like to watch that one too. I've only finished 4 and 3 of those I own. Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, Initial D, the ones I own, and Hellsing. That's not a lot of anime. You've only finished 4 animes in total? Yeah, only 4, lol. Of all of those, I have not watched any of those. Or sorry, I watched very little of Trigun. I always wanted to finish it, but I never got around to finishing it. And Cowboy Bebop, I think I got like halfway through the series. I'm like slowly trying to get through it. I don't know. I keep stopping for whatever reason. I just want to finish it one of these days. One of these days. And then Initial D, I think I watched a little bit of it. So it's like I never finished any of them. And then Hellsing, I don't think I watched any of it. Although Hellsing is supposed to be based on... No, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of Vampire Hunter D. Never mind. Since he can't get any girls, he's probably just selling for spoiled goods. Lameow. Needless to say, there's also a Seb defense force. There's no doubt in my mind that these posters are women. I can see why a creepy fat loser would be jealous of Seb. Yeah, you're all just jealous. You're all under arrest for libel. Libel? Libel. I'm gonna reveal your IDs and sue your asses. If someone like Seb can't get laid, there's no way in hell any of you are. Lol lol. That's funny. And so, here I am, feeling like I'm sitting on a bed of nails. Guys, seriously, come on. I know he looks beautiful and all, but Lukako's a guy. What reason is there to be jealous of me? Why am I getting shipped with him? Because he's girly enough, but he's a dude? I don't know.
どうしたの?
They like the fact that he's a dude. After I finished serving the customers, I grumbled to myself near the kitchen. Kurisu overhears me as she passes by. She's carrying a plate with an omelet on it. She's probably going to bring it to a customer. On the omelet, "Die" is written in big letters using ketchup. Shin. As much as I have reservations about this whole character of hers, customers seem to dig it. While Lukako might occupy the spotlight most of the time, Kurisu is slowly accumulating her own personal army of manic fans. I love the way Kurisnyanyan looks down on me with her cold, uncaring eyes. I started to see posts like that on Ad Channel, and every now and then I catch Kurisu in front of the PC looking like she's seen a ghost.
いや、ちょっと疲れただけだ。
Bro, I'm gonna give you some animes that you should see if you like them. Initial D is longish, Hellsing, Bebop, and Trigon are short. They tell their story and end. No fan service BS. I gave up after like 9 seasons of it. Of Bleach? Yeah, Bleach. Yeah, like all the shonen ones. A lot of the shonen ones like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece are like never ending almost. I mean, though Bleach they ended. Naruto they've ended. Although there's like other seasons, like new seasons of Naruto that are related to it. I still needs to finish the Bleach and One Piece. Oh god. One Piece is still going, isn't it? I know Bleach is done, but One Piece is still going, man. I tried watching, like, I've tried watching Naruto and Bleach. I got in like 200 episodes or more into Naruto, and then I stopped, and then with Bleach I got in like a couple hundred episodes as well, and then I stopped. So it was just too much for me too, because I prefer to like watch like other things. I was enjoying them, but it was also like kind of like sometimes repetitive at times, so I was like, eh.
サボるんじゃないわよ、このクズ。って叱ってあげましょうか。
Kurisu flashes me a smile as she heads out into the hall. She stops and turns around to look at me.
ああ、そういえば、今日の夜ってミーティングがあるのよね。
ああ、例の PV のアイデアがまとまったらしい。
I felt that Bleach
フェイ
could
リ
have
スと誰が
finished
何か
after
作って
the
た。
Dukia saving line. After that, it was just ridiculous, and the entire seasons that don't follow the main line. Arg. Yeah, I tried to skip some of the filler arcs and stuff like that, so I did that a lot with Naruto. If it felt like it was gonna be a filler episode, I just kind of would skim through it. But yeah, like I've tried to watch things like I kind of still want to go back and finish JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm on episode 211, I think, on Bleach, and 263 on One Piece. Wow. And then I tried actually recently watching One Piece, like maybe a year ago, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a year ago. And then I got up as far as like almost like episode 200 on it, and then I stopped. I was also skipping the filler episodes on that one too. So, but yeah, I tried to binge watched it. I think it took me like a couple months, like 2 months to get up to like episode 200 or something.
俺も少しばかり不安だが。
And I guess I might have gotten burnt out on it. Sometimes I think about having like a more regular like anime showing, but I don't know. It's hard for me to like commit to an actual time slot for it. But like yeah, I do sometimes like I'll like I'll feel like watching anime and I'll like show it on Discord. So yeah, sometimes if you'll notice I'll pop up an announcement for it, but it'll be like on the fly. Kurisu can't hide the uneasiness in her voice as she carries her deadly omelet out to the floor. By the way, before serving the omelet to the customer, I thought they're supposed to write the omelet. Wow. That's such a dumb, like, cold persona. It's apparently among the things she says to them. Naturally, she used Daru as a reference point. The customers beg for forgiveness and she allows them to eat like normal, but I just don't get what's so fun about any of this. I guess I'm not enough of a pervert. Not that I want to be one in the first place. Thus, despite having lost a great deal of its customers, May Queen Yanyan is finally regaining some of its liveliness, little by little. I feel like slowly but steadily things are beginning to look up. Oh, and as for our wages, Faris wasn't kidding when she said she planned on paying us for our work. I didn't decide to help her because I wanted money, but she told me to use it for the lab's operating budget, so I accept her gracious donation. And just like that, the lab's money problems look to be becoming a thing of the past. Why didn't they just get normal jobs in the first place? After closing up shop for the day, we all get together at the lab. Like I told Kurisu earlier, we're holding a meeting to discuss the May Queen Yanyan PV. Everyone sits in a circle around the table and Faris places what looks like a stack of papers in the center.
これが今回のプロモビデオの台本だにゃ。
台本？もしかしてドラマ仕立てになっているの？
だいたい5分くらいの作品になるはずだにゃ。
5 minutes is a long time to try and fill
フ
up.
リスちゃんに台本が書けるなんて知らなかったにゃ。実を言うとフェイリスはアイディアだけで全部ダロニャに書いてもらっちゃったにゃ。
僕的には割といいストーリーになったと思うんだよね。
でもお芝居なんてできるかな？僕。
任せて。ルカシはそう言うと思ってさ、セリフとか簡単な役にしといたから。
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
せっかくだからちょっとみんなで読み合わせしてみるにゃ。
そうだな。やってみるとするか。
Hold on. Faris begins to pass out copies of the script. Since the promo video is only going to be about 5 minutes long, the batch of papers isn't particularly thick. That said.
で、なあ、フェイリス、ちょっと聞いていいか？
I point to the huge letters printed on the first page.
まさかとは思うが、これがタイトルなのか？
そうにゃ。
I made Itaru sweet butlers. No matter how many times I read the text, it refuses to change. Or sweet battlers, not butlers.
タイトルを考えたのは誰だな？
いやいや違うんだお。僕が主役とかじゃないから。主人公の名前がどうしても思いつかなくてさ、この世で一番かっこいい名前をつけただけなんだよ。
自分でかっこいいとか言うな。
もうこの時点で嫌な予感がするのは私だけかしら。
大丈夫？著作権とか。
平気だお。ライネットとは設定から何から全くの別物だしね。
とにかく批評するなら読んでからにするにゃ。
それもそうね。配役は
Everyone turns the page. Leading role, beautiful maid of love and justice, Itaru. Urashibara Luka. Wait, why did he name him Itaru, his character? No.
橋田さん言いましたよね。簡単な役にしといたって。
This doesn't sound very
言った
simple.
じゃあなんで主役なんですか？
Lol. Lukaku's eyes are filled with tears.
だからね、セリフを簡単にしといたよって意味。わかる？
そんな。だって主役なんて僕。
ルカニャン、聞いてほしいにゃ。今メイクインはルカニャンファンで溢れ返っているのにゃ。
にゃ
だから当然主役はルカニャンに決まっているのにゃ。本当はフェイリスだって主役をやりたい。でも悔しいけど今のヒロインはルカニャンを置いて他にないのにゃ。だからお願いだにゃ。フェイリスの分まで頑張ってほしいにゃ。ルカニャン。
Despite his face still dripping with tears, Lukaku is unable to resist Faris's pleas any further.
それよりもね、フェイリスさん。それ以外の配役なんだけど。
Itaru's rival, Faris Nyanyan. Itaru's best friend, Dinin, Amane Suzuha. Itaru's kind older sister, Moe Moe.
これがどう
Kiryu
かしたかにゃ。
いやいや、そこじゃなくてその後。
Hold on. Config. Can I tweak it here? BRB, alrighty man. Cold-hearted hell maid. Who torments Itaru. Kurisu.
地獄メイドって何？地獄メイドって。
マキセ氏のキャラに合わせて考えたんだお。
あれを配信するのは NG？
衣装はセクシーなボンテージです。
絶対にノー。
絶対ノー。
あとね、これは何なの
？Palamade super slave, nameless, Itaru Hashita.
超奴隷って私に何をさせる気？
いやいや、いろいろさせられるのは僕の方です。
脳みそずる出してやる。背骨バキ折ってやる。
Uh-oh.
あのねダルくん、
マユシもなんかあんの？
マユシーのこれは何かな。
Mascot, Doofy Mayushi, Shina Mayuri.
犬。
Oh no.
マユシー、ワンちゃん？
One tongue.
ワンちゃんといっても、ほら魔女っ子アニメによく出てくるマスコットキャラのことだにゃ。ああ、そういうことか。でもなんで名前がうっ
Doofy.
かりマユシーなの？
それは聞かなくてもわかるっしょ。
お本。さて、最後は俺が文句を言う番だな。
なんだよ、まだあるん？
いいかよく聞け。
Wait, hold on. That was doting lover, Hyo and Seb.
これ以上客を煽ってどうする？俺の胃袋に穴を開けるつもりか？
Wait, he's as his lover? Doting lover?
大体、法院クロトというのは何だ？人の大事なマナに変なものをくっつけるな！
だってさ、春菜たんが、春菜たんっていうのはマユシの友達のレイヤーさんね。春菜たんがこういう設定にすれば絶対にウケるって言うんだお。
Wait, what's this? Oh, Harutan. Okay.
あの不女子軍団の差し金か。
とにかくさ、フェイリスさんも言ったけど、
不女子
文句は
so
台本を
scary.
読んでからにしてほしいよ。
そうだにゃ。ほらみんな読み合わせしてみるにゃ。
わかったわ。確かに読んでもいないのに批判するのは良くないわね。
ああ、そうだな。
We end up reading through the script and each of us voicing our own lines. The protagonist of this little tale, Itaru, his guy, spends her days attending an all-girls high school in the city. But Itaru has a secret. He is an angel reincarnated from a different world, the planet of Sora to be exact. She has an important mission she must complete. That mission is to fill our corrupted earth with the power of dreams, just like the planet of Sora. To do that, he aims to become the legendary maid, the bringer of love and dreams. She trains endlessly toward this goal.
僕、やるよ。世界一のメイドさんを決めるライメイドスイートバトル世界大会に出て絶対に優勝する。
However, before her, him stands a powerful, unflinching, unshaking rival, the great Faris Nyan.
そうはいかないにゃ。イタルを倒し、フェイリスこそが世界一のメイドさんになるんだにゃ。
But that's not all. The jealous witch, the cold-blooded hell maid Kurisu, is lying in wait.
このウジ虫、お前ごときがライメイドスイートバトルで優勝などできるものか。はあ、痛い。
Oh my
無
god.
知はやめてください。
It sounds,
そうですよ、クリ
questionable.
ス様。やるなら僕を思う存分やってください。
やかましい。
うはー、幸せだおー。
Amidst this cruel and desperate battle, there is but a moment of peace. This show is kind of questionable, but good thing it's only 5 minutes long, sincerely.
何にもできない
How
け
you
ど
doing?
携帯の機種変なら相談に乗るから。
イタル元気出せよ。ほら草やるよ草。三丁目の空き地に生えてたやつさ。もぐもぐ。
もぐもぐ。
何いらないの？じゃあこっちはどう？なんとラジカンの屋上で見つけたタンポポだ。もぐもぐ。
Wait, she's actually eating something?
ワンワン
Oh my god, it's Doofy Mayushi!
マユシーの後ろからパタパタ変な音がするんだ。もしかして敵かもしれないよ。
God. That's too cute.
ああ、そうか。
Her acting is so
尻尾
bland.
か。うっかりうっかり。ワンワン。
Sorry, I'm just grabbing some almonds. Oops, I didn't read that. And so, the eternal power of love is all that stands between the young Itaru and the depths of despair. I think I stopped watching the series since there was a lot of theoretical physics explanation mixed with nya tuturu cross-dressing. Like what part bothered you the most? What, you didn't like the explanations? Steins was great. You should give it another chance.
至るよ。
It didn't bother you? But why did you stop
我
them?
が愛すべきロードよ。
If it didn't bother you?
宿命という名の帳に包まれたその魂を救えるものならば、我が身を地獄の豪華に幾千回焼かれようともひるみはし。だがこの私もまたロードを黒く染めんとする魔界の眷属なり。ああ、この身のなんと呪わしきことか。この苦しみから逃れることが叶わぬのなら、神よ、我らに業を与え続ける天上の暴君よ、いっそのこと、この黒き翼を切り落とし、我が魂を永劫の闇にほふってしまうがいい。
How will it all end? Can Itaru defeat her rivals and use his powers true love to win the Rainet Maid sweet battle? Good luck, Itaru, until the day you stand at the top of the Maid world. Did we get to pan up? We only ever get to see like their chest area. Pan up. No, no.
さて、問題点はいろいろあるが。
I kind of want to watch. There's supposed to be Steins Gate 0 anime, I think, but I don't know how different it is from the visual novel. So I'll have to check to see if it's like supplementary to the novel or if they're like the same thing. I still kind of want to watch it though.
とりあえずこれだけは言っておかないとね。
何を？
どうして私が無知振り回さなきゃいけないわけ？
マユシ、いくらなんでもこんなにおバカさんじゃないよ。
She's offended by how dumb she is, or her character is.
私草ばっか食べて牛みたいじゃん。
携帯の機種変って。
What cell phone line? Your big sister can't do much to help, but I'm more than willing to help you upgrade your cell phone. I guess Daru doesn't really know much about Moeka other than that she's sort of an expert with the phone or messaging.
ハトやっぱり橋田が気持ち悪い。
そもそもこれはどんなストーリーなんだ。魔法少女ものなのか、根性ヒロインものなのか、短美系オカルトものなのか、とにかく風呂敷を広げすぎていてさっぱり感情移入できん。そう思うだろう、ルーカー公も。え、何を赤くなっているお前。
別に 京馬さんがこんなに僕のことをとか考えてませんから。
一応確認しておくぞ。今のは全部芝居だからな。
ふにゃー。ごめんにゃ、みんな。
Faris' expression
あ
darkens.
違うぞフェイリス。ダルの台本が悪いと文句を言ってるんだ。別にフェイリスのアイデアが悪いわけではない。
そうよ、橋田の台本がダメなだけだから気にしないで。
助けて。あまねし、まゆし、二人が僕をいじめるんだお。
いやー、ごめんごめん。今草食べてるから忙しいんだ。まゆしーはうっかりワンちゃんなので役に立ちません。プンスカプン。
まさかあまねしとまゆしまでオラオラですか？
Suzuha and Mayuri can't help but burst into laughter at seeing Daru's eyes widen.
この台本少し直していい？
Oh, that's right, Moeka's a writer. I don't know if a fire's been lit deep inside her pro-writer's spirit, but Moeka chimes in, nonetheless.
そんなことできるのか？
大丈夫だと思う。
解約は困るんだけど。
これ以上悪くなるか。
うわ、容赦ねえよ。
手を入れてもらえるのはありがたいが、いつまでにできる？指圧しよう。
明日の朝。
Wow. Tomorrow morning? She's
そんなに
fast.
早くかにゃ。
多分少し直せば大丈夫。方向間違ってるだけだから。
I bet you she changes a lot of things, not just small tweaking. As far as I'm concerned, that's the biggest problem, but I decided to let Moeka handle it nevertheless.
けど明日は例の取材記事を見せてもらう約束になってたにゃ。そっちもあるのに大丈夫なのかにゃ？
記事も明日の午後には。
She's a pro writer.
にゃー、すごいにゃ。
Moeka may very well be more talented than I've given her credit for. Showered with our expectant gazes, Moeka blushes and looks away. With the meeting over, the lab mems go to their separate ways. As usual, Dado and I are the only ones left at the lab. I consider brainstorming some future gadget ideas since it's been a while, but as I take a look at the shelves, I spot some PC parts and immediately remember something. I throw on my sandals and run outside. Dashing towards UPX, I eventually catch up with Faris.
おいフェイリス。
はにゃにゃ、どうかしたのかにゃ？
いや実はな。
まさかこんな時間からお誘い。そんなのダメにゃ。お家に帰らないとフェイリスいけない子になってしまうにゃ。
She shoots me an alluring gaze. Why do I always keep reading it as glaze? For just a moment, I can feel myself turning red, but I'm fairly used to dealing with this catgirl's flirty nature, so I managed to pull myself together.
安心しろ。そんな非常識なことはしない。
はにゃー。
Faris looks dissatisfied. She cutely pouts her lips almost as if she were saying, I wanted you to ask me out. You just don't understand how girls think, Nya. I decided to ignore it.
そうじゃなくて。お前、レトロ PC に詳しいんだってな。
大好きだにゃ。
Faris's eyes light up in excitement.
実は、俺もちょっと興味があるんだ。空いた時間にでも、中古ショップに行かないか。
行く行く。フェイリス行きつけのお店を紹介するにゃ。
Faris's mood has done a complete 180. She has a huge smile on her face. It's moments like this where she seems her age. Actually, she feels even younger than anything. I still can't believe that a young girl like this owns and runs May Queen Nyanya by herself, but I can't believe that unless we joined the fight, she was doing battle with assholes like Shido this whole time. Just who exactly is Faris Nyanyan? I decide not to pry into her past. It just doesn't seem necessary. And no matter what I ask, I'm sure she'd just reply with, Faris is Faris, Nia, or something of the sort. Honestly, as long as she's one of our friends having fun with us at the lab, it doesn't matter who she really is. After spending a little time chatting, Faris eventually decides to head home. On her way, she repeatedly turns around to wave at me. All I can do is stand and watch her until she disappears into the crowds of people. The next morning, Faris and I are standing in front of an apartment building near Akihabara. I woke up to an email from Moeka this morning. Wait, what did it say? Dang. The script is done. Hehe, I'm such a genius, right? Except I pulled an all-nighter and kinda can't move anymore. I'm gonna catch some shut-eye. Here's my address. You can swing by and grab it. No worries, I live alone. Her place is located in an old two-floor building made of wood. It gives off a distinct Showa-era feel to it, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was built over 40 years ago. When I say it has a Showa-era feel to it, I don't mean that in a good way. The place is in terrible condition. The staircase and outside hallways are full of rusted pipes and the like. I hope this thing doesn't fall apart. Faris and I cautiously climb the iron stairs and head to Moeka's apartment. Silence.
Oi! Shiatsushi!
We both call out to her, knocking a little more strongly this time. Still, no reply.
どうしたのかにゃ。
寝てるのかもしれん。
にゃ。困ったにゃ。
Faris furrows her brow, then casually turns the doorknob, and then, with a creepy creaking sound, the door slowly opens.
あ、開いちゃったにゃ。
不用心にも程があるな。
It's entirely possible that she left the door open for us because she knew we were coming to get the script, but even then, that's way too dangerous for a woman living alone.
もえにゃ。入るにゃ。
Faris calls to Moeka and steps through the doorway. The next moment, I hear a tiny scream.
どうした？
Did something happen? I immediately rush in after Faris. Gah! True chaos. Not the case that I, Hyo and Kyoma, seek. No, the spectacle before my eyes is that of which even I would never willingly partake in. Wait, hold on. Yeah, partake. Convenience store bags are strewn about every which way. Empty beer and cocktail cans are scattered all over the place. Amidst the dirty clothes on the floor are papers that I can only assume are research materials or articles. It's all just a big waste.
やっぱり片付けられない女だったか。
Lol.
にゃ。すごいのにゃ。
Yeah. Isn't it, Faris? In one of the corners of the room, I spot Moeka curled up into a ball on the floor. She's not even sleeping on a futon. I take off my shoes and step in. Faris close behind me.
おい、シアツシ。すまないが、少しだけ起きてくれ。
もえにゃ。台本をもらいに来たにゃ。もえにゃ。起こしてごめんにゃ。レイディスさん。おかべくん。
って寝るな！
I speak close to her ear, causing her to sit up, blinking confusedly.
何じゃなくて、台本ができたってメールくれたろ。
台本。
Looks like she's finally got blood flowing to her brain. Moeka remembers why we're here. After slowly crawling over to a table, she begins rummaging through the stuff on top of it. Books, copies of documents, and all kinds of other items fall onto the floor. Moeka hands Faris a printed stack of papers. Faris seems confused. I curiously peek over her shoulder and see in big, bold letters. Now you too can be a cleanup pro. 10 vital rules from a charismatic housewife. Yeah, no commento.
あ、間違い。それ、別の記事。
Morgan grabs the stack of papers from Faris and puts it back where she found it. She hands over a separate stack. Hey, Shining Finger, maybe you should get that charismatic housewife to clean your own place before you write an article like that. As I internally shake my head in dismay, Faris reads over the redone script. She nods, clearly satisfied with the end result.
すごいにゃ。これならみんな OK してくれると思うにゃ。そう。よかった。
I take a look at the script and yeah, the basic story is mostly the same, but all of our complaints have been addressed. The weird, vague parts have been cleared up, and now it's a proper made story. To be honest, I never knew Shining Force had this kind of talent. She should be writing novels or something.
あと、こっちも、もうじき。
Moika points at the printer next to the table. What appears to be recently printed papers are still sitting in a tray. Meanwhile, there are still some blanks here and there. The headers and photos. Oops. Are neatly laid out. She must be using this as a reference to see how it'll look in the magazine. The article itself is about the Akihaba Maid Cafe War, and judging from the headlines on the table or page, it's going to be about Shido's crooked methods and all the illicit rumors surrounding him.
萌えにゃは頼りになるにゃ。できたら読んで。
だがな、その前にちゃんと寝ろしやつし。今日はお前休みなんだろ。
そうする。
Moika immediately lays down and closes her eyes. It's less like sleeping and more like fainting.
なあおい、それはちゃんと寝るとは言わん。着替えろ。布団を敷け。
But no matter how much I shake her body, Moika stays silent. With no other choices left to me, I cover her with a blanket that's lying nearby, and Faris and I quietly exit the room. Fortunately, the room has a push-type automatic locking cylinder, so I'm able to lock it from the outside.
さてと、どうするかな。
I look down at my watch. It's still only 10 a.m. We spent less time at Moika's place than I imagined, so we're ahead of schedule. Oops. Both of us figured we'd be discussing things for a while with Moika, and then we'd head to May Queen Nyanyan in the afternoon.
しょうがないにゃ。ちょっと早いけど、フェイリスはメイクインでお仕事するにゃ。
じゃあ俺もそうするか。
That said, we have maids on duty at May Queen right now. Mayuri and Lukako are both there, plus 2 veteran maids who refuse to give in to Shido's threats. With customers fairly sparse during the wee mornings, there won't be much work for us to do. Nevertheless, the 2 of us make our way toward Mayuri, or May Queen Nyanyan. Why did I call it Mayuri? Okay, I gotta get up and just like walk around, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. Occupy in the morning has a different kind of hustle and bustle to it compared to the evening hours. Stores are either just opening up or preparing to, with workers and clerks carrying merchandise and printing up displays inside and outside. And since summer vacation is in full swing, there are more casual shoppers walking around than ever. I stop in a certain corner of town. Why? The sign on one of those buildings in front of me reads used PCs. If we head straight to the Makui Nyanyan, Faris will probably have her mind on work for the rest of the day. How often does she ever have free time like this? I wonder if I can't use this opening to give her a bit of a break.
なあフェイリス。昨日約束しただろ。レトロ PC を扱ってるショップに案内してくれるって。ちょっと行ってみないか？
これから？
おう。
Faris seems surprised by my sudden suggestion. She looks up in thought as though she's figured out what I'm getting at and then grins at me.
にゅふふ。このフェイリスとデートできるなんて光栄に思ってほしいにゃ。
We're going on a date.
デートなどではない。我が研究のためのレトロ PC 探しだ。
うふん。
なんだ。
Faris looks like she's plotting something, you know, like a cat ready to cause some mischief.
キャスタッフだにゃー。
Faris immediately vanishes from my line of sight. Surprised by the suddenness of this all, I turn around to find her right behind me.
What?
キャスタッフ完了。
In front of my eyes stands not a cat girl, but a regular high school girl. Wow, she's not wearing her cat girl or cat ears.
何のつもりだ。
Faris's trademark cat ears are gone.
フェイリスニャンニャン。
何ってデートだから。
違うというのに。
私の猫耳はね、展開から使わされたフェイリスニャンニャンがフェイリスであるための呪縛なんだよ。だから猫耳をつけてるときは私特別な男の子と仲良くしちゃいけないの。
Ooh. She gently laughs, but not in the cat-like voice she usually does. Her tone has changed completely and there's not a nyan in sight. If anything, she sounds more elegant, sweet even. Strangely enough, these small changes are enough to completely alter the atmosphere that surrounds her.
フェイリスじゃない私は初めましてかな。
いや、でもフェイリスはフェイリスだろ？
そうだけど。
She quickly brings her lips close to my ears. What's this fragrance? A subtle aroma, sweet and fruity, tickles my sense of smell.
ものすごい秘密教えようか。
Her gentle breath brushes against my ear. Yeah.
マナとは違う。今の私の名前。
Her true name. She's right. There's no way Faris Nyanyan is her actual name. She has to have a proper, normal name.
ただね、それを聞いてしまったら京馬には魔法がかかるかもしれないよ。
魔法？
そう。私のこと好きになっちゃう魔法。
は？
Instinctively, I turn and look directly at her. Her eyes are narrow, and I can hear her softly laugh. With such a different air about her, I can hardly think straight, but deep down, she's still the same Faris Nyanyan. The second I come to this conclusion, she pulls away from me.
やっぱりやめた。
She almost told us her name.
マユシやクーニャンに叱られるかもしれないし。
Uh-oh.
なんであいつらの名前がここで出てくるんだ。
The girl's sharp.
さあ。
Faris smiles and shrugs her shoulders before suddenly wrapping her arms around mine. She gently tugs at me.
さあ、行こう、京馬。
Her tugging is so girlish that I can't even work up the energy to pull away and scold her like I always do. Faris smiles and giggles, leaving me at her mercy as we head toward a retro PC shop.
これは
The look on her face here. Wide-eyed in amazement, I stand before what can only be described as a mountain of treasure. The retro PC shop Faris has brought me to is deep within a back alley in Akiba. I imagine only the most die-hard fans know about this place. Inside and outside the store are shelves filled with old PCs. The first set of shelves in the store are dedicated to devices that were overproduced. The prices are pretty cheap too. This includes the PC 6001, 8001, 88 series, and more. An X68 like the ones enshrined in the lab's experiment room is casually sitting here amongst other machines.
FE Towns 2ではないか
I latch onto the video-equipped brown tube TV-like body. By the time I was a small child, this particular model had been discontinued. Fortunately for me, a neighborhood friend had one at their house and we'd pretend to be programmers on it.
こっちのこれは NZ80C かいや 80K2 か
What is this, NZ80C? Released in 1978, a consumer-level PC with an 8-bit processor developed by Shabo, one of the top 3 PC manufacturers at the time. It is one of the first computers domestically manufactured in Japan. The PC had an inbuilt monochrome display and cassette tape drive that could save and load. Compared to other PCs of its time that utilized a programmed language built into the hardware, the NZ80C loaded its language from the entire cassette to the RAM every time that it booted. This system is very similar to present-day PCs. Sup, radio. Welcome back. How was breakfast?
MC37
More computers to look at. Home PC released in 1983, lovingly referred to as the Bit Hit. The advertising campaign aimed to bring the previously niche market of home PCs into the mainstream. To do this, they utilized a host of different tactics, like having famous idol Kamachi Seiko come in to do TV commercials. The Bit Hit series of computers would eventually reach the end of its life as something of a video game console. The same company that developed it would go on to release what many consider to be the spiritual successor, the Viao. The Viao. MC. Oh, that's the one. Unread. Cast-off. Primarily used when discussing shows that rely heavily on special effects, cast-off refers to the moment in which armor or equipment is unequipped during a transformation sequence from one form to the next. This term is now also used to refer to figures that include clothes that can be removed to reveal skin. Initially, this gimmick first came into existence thanks to hobbyists who customize their own figures. In recent years, however, this has now become a rather commonplace feature in the industry. Cylinder push lock. A type of door lock first sold by the American company Schlage. It is also Schlage? Schlag? Sounds kind of German. It is also called a cylindrical lock. The locking function is placed inside the doorknob for easy locking from the inside via a push button. Doorknobs with the automatic lock function also allow for locking from the outside by closing the door while holding down the push button. Because its design was easy to mass produce, a huge number of units were sold during Japan's high economic growth period. However, due to its inability to keep thieves out, they're now primarily used on bathroom and hallway doors. Oops. FE Towns? The previous line of PCs that Fujiyama Electric developed before its current FEV series. This generation was famous for being the first series in which all models had built-in CD-ROM drive. Its popularity exploded with the FE Towns 2, which featured a brown monitor integrated into the PC's design. True name? The name describes one's true essence. Soul name. They sure were passionate about this one.
その相性を知っている女子高生がいるとは思わなかったなむむこっちはコン
Oops.
むむこっちはコンタかわあ PX78 まで
I didn't mean to
わあ PX78 まで
Oops. I didn't mean to like interrupt him. I can't help but raise my voice after seeing it sitting there naked, out in the open.
ねえねえ、今日はこっちのコーナー NSX がずらっと並んでるよ。
NSX, a standardized home computer architecture first announced in 1983, numerous domestic hardware makers would go on to release PCs to NSX specifications. Companies like Mech and Shabo did not. However, they held the majority of the domestic shares in the market at the time. As an unfortunate result, most consumers ended up viewing the NSX as little more than a game console, opting to purchase the less expensive, lower performance devices over the alternative. This would lead to an intense price war, ending in the death of the NSX, with Matsuyama Electric the only one still standing. PX78, a hobby PC developed by a famous toy maker released in the 1980s. Game software, program languages, and even word processing software were all available for the platform. The name RX78 is an homage to the super popular robot anime Mobile Jacket Gun Bam. Some even refer to it as the Gun Bam PC. Oops. Konta. Fictional. Type TP100. A computer that was released in the 1980s, initially developed for playing video games. It became famous thanks to its compatibility with Japanese programs. The ko is derived from computer. That's all of it.
たまらんな。すべて買い占めたい気分だ。
Faris being into computers makes her voice much more bearable. Why you don't like her voice? Faris and I excitedly browse the old PCs and game consoles, making our way to the back of the store. In the back, there's a showcase of super expensive and rare machines. You know, the kinds one might expect to find in a place like this.
これパパが持ってたよ。
Faris's eyes sparkle with delight as she puts her face up against the case.
うわ、すごいな。これこそ本当の意味でレトロ PC だぞ。
Naturally, the price is absurd, but if we were just going by basic specs, it should be dirt cheap. But you could easily buy buy 10 of the latest PCs for this amount.
フェイリスのパパさんはかなりの PC コレクターなんだな。
Hello, Dragriff. How you doing?
結構いろんなの集めてたよ。
I'm trying to stay awake. I started the stream. I thought, okay, I could probably knock out a couple hours, and I'm like, after the first hour, I was like struggling hard to like stay awake. I was like, oh no.
フェイリスのレトロ PC 好きはそのせいだって前入りから聞いた。
So I'm gonna try my best to like make it to like at least a 2-hour mark on the stream, and then I'll see from there. Yeah, I'm sleepy. So sleepy. maybe I'll do a morning stream. I don't know if I cut this short. So we'll see.
そんな感じ。あ、懐かしい。こっちのやつもパパが大事にしてた。
Also, like, visual novels tend to be a little harder for me to do when I'm sleepy because it's like reading and stuff, and not too much like active action. Where's her nose? You can see the bridge of her nose. You can see the bridge. It's kind of like stylized, though. How's she alive? Sup, Taco? How you doing, man? Faris continues to cast her gaze at the showcase, her eyes sparkling with delight. But despite her high spirits, I can't help but notice that she keeps referring to her father in the past tense. Now that I think about it, the last time we visited her place, her mother was the one that came out to greet us.
どうしたの？私の顔に何かついてる。
あ、いや。
あれれれ。もしかして私の名前も聞いてないのに魔法がかかっちゃった？
Someone took her nose and never gave it back. Got your nose. No, don't make me like pink hair girl, lol.
バカ言うな。
Don't make him take your turtle nose.
かわいいにゃ。
I pout at her, and just for a moment she laughs and returns to her cat-like speaking style. Don't turtles just have holes in their faces? That's it. It's like hardly a bump there for their
面白かっ
nose.
た。
After hitting up the first shop, the two of us went on to peruse other back alley shops all across Akiba. We also checked out some retro game shops and even got into a fierce rhythm game competition at an arcade. After wandering for a while, we eventually ended up at this open-air cafe. Faris has been in good spirits since the start of this little trip. I'm glad I invited her out.
たまにはこういうのもいいものだな。
たまにはっていうのはレトロ PC やゲームをダラダラ見て回ること？それとも女の子とデートすること？
お前はまだそういうことを言うか。
Faris sticks her tongue out from between her lips.
だいデートで秋葉の裏通りとか PC ショップとかありえないだろう。
そうかな。
Faris puts her fingers to her lip and thinks about it for a moment.
でも私にとっては特別な場所なんだよ。
ん？
子供の頃ね、よくパパと一緒にこうやってお散歩したの。迷路みたいな路地を歩いて、レトロ PC ショップを見たり、ゲームをしたり、本当に楽しかったな。
Oh. Faris's gaze shifts as though she's looking far off into the distance.
で、その時ね、パパがよく言ってた。
But I won't have a nose like her. What if she's a turtle? If your hair is not pink, then you still won't be like her. So keep nose. I'm gonna stop asking you nicely, Taco. Noses sell well these days. So does OnlyFans. Kappa. Ugh. I don't know what you guys are going on about.
いつまでパパと一緒にこうして歩いてくれるのかなって。いつか大切な人ができたら、パパじゃなくてその人と歩くのかなって。だからね、私にとっては特別な場所なの。
And by OnlyFans, I mean Pokemon cards. Faris is sweet. She has a bit of a backstory. Faris laughs softly, but I can see a flash of loneliness in her eyes, as though she's chasing after something far in the past. The smile suddenly drops from Faris's face and she covers her mouth. Panicked, she starts to blink rapidly.
どうした？
今教えちゃった。私の名前。
そうだったか？
She did kind of let it slip.
とぼ
Rumiho.
けてる。聞いたでしょ。
Lol.
おう。まあ。
Rumiho. That's what Faris said to me. And by Pokemon cards, I mean radio is Smaxy's nose-stealing orca. Faris a cutie. She is a cutie, but I still is Kurisu-chan for me. Kurisu is my waifu. #1 waifu.
ああ、これで魔法がかかっちゃったね。
Does Faris have a wheel? Oh my god. No.
それはない。
そこまできっぱり言わなくてもいいじゃない。
Oops. Faris pouts with her small red lips.
今日なんかそんなに意地悪だとは思わなかったな。
Morka for me. Lol. Don't boop me. All the boops.
俺は残虐なるマッドサイエンティストだからな。当然だ。
嘘。優しくてお人よしで、あとお人よしで優しいくせに。
その2つしかないのか？
Rumiho's Faris's expression brightens, and she takes a sip of the iced tea sitting on the table. Then, after playing with her straw for a moment,
あのね、今日も。
ん？
今日はありがとう。そしてごめんなさい。
何がだ？
you are pretty spicy yourself, Taco.
私がかなり参ってることバレちゃってたんだね。
何のことか
You
わか
wanna
らん
eat
な。
ice cream? Who are you asking if they wanna eat
テイ
ice
ルス
cream?
ニャンニャンもまだまだ修行が足りないにゃ。
まだまだも何も。お前は高校生なんだ。そんなに頑張る必要はないだろ。
フェイリスにはそうも言ってられない事情があるのにゃ。
What reasons could she be referring to? If nothing else, I feel like I'm finally starting to understand. I've always seen Faris as a girl that lives life at her own pace, but in all reality, she's just a normal high school girl. And that normal high school girl is shouldering an absurdly heavy burden.
なあ、フェイリス。もっと俺たちを頼ればいい。そのための仲間だろ。またそういう顔をするんだな。お前、今困ったような顔をした。前もそうだった。みんなに迷惑とか、みんなに悪いとか、
Do
そん
I
な風に
cook
思うの
popcorn?
はやめてもらった方が
Popcorn
嬉しい。
sounds good.
少なくとも俺はそう思う。
What do you mean you can't understand in this language? The popcorn thing? Someone see popcorn? I don't know. Taco did.
だか
They're
ら謝るな
asking
よ
if they should cook popcorn. Always cook popcorn. I shoot her a light glare and Faris immediately looks away. Pretty rare for someone like her who always looks people in the eye when she talks.
私
ん
ずっと大人たちに混じって戦ってきたの。大切なものを守るために。大人の中にはいろんな人がいて、私を利用しようと笑顔を見せながら近寄ってきたり、味方だって言いながら次の日には平気で裏切ったり、私がいなくなればいいのねって本気で思ってる人たちも大勢いるわ。
そんな
She's just a high school girl. She's just a tiny cat-like girl. Why? Why could anyone think like that? Or think that? Think that? Oh, better off if I didn't exist.
だからね。で、私
Radio just read it
こ
upside
ん
down
な
and
に可
listened
愛
to
く
it
ない子になっ
backwards.
ちゃったんだ。
Well. Oops. Blank.
私、目を見れば
Dot, dot,
その
dot.
人の心が読めるの。今、何を考えていて、これから私をどうしようとしてるのかとか、
She's very
私にどのくら
intuitive.
い敵意を持っていて、どのくらい邪魔だと思っているのかとか、みんなわかっちゃう。でも、逆に自分の心は読ませない。絶対に。
Wait, what? Was it you I had bedrock with, or was it someone else? What the hell question is this? Bedrock with? My brain can't can. I can make your bedrock. Oh my god, no. Go get a room.
可愛くない
It's a
でしょ。
desert? I have no idea what you're talking about then. Bedrock. Faris raises the corners of her mouth just a little bit. But the usual twinkle in her eyes is gone. They're devoid of all light.
だからね、京馬たちといると怖いの。
怖い
そう。みんな裏表なしに私のことを心配してくれて、何の見返りも求めてこなくて、ただ私のためだけにいろいろなことをしてくれ。私そういうお友達を持ったことがないから。怖いんだ。こんな素敵な関係を壊したくない。
So it
失わ
was
せた
you.
くないって思うのに。じゃあどうしたら失わずに済むのか全くわからないの。いつか京馬たちが私のことを必要としなくなって、でも私はそれをどうすることもできなくて、みんなどこかへ行っちゃうんじゃないかって、そんなことばっかり考えてる。
This is so depressing.
バカだな私。
Depressing. I can't even begin to imagine the type of world that Faris has lived up in till now. Up until now. This little soul has been fighting alone in this world for so long that she's lost sight of the things most important to her. She's lost sight of the fact that those important things are right there in front of her, and that taking hold of them is as easy as pie. Without thinking, I extend my hand and place it on Faris's head. I ruffle her hair around.
何？
本当だなまったくバカなやつだお前がこんなにバカだとは思わなかったぞフェイリスニャンニャン
そんなにバカバカ言わなくたって。
信じろ俺たちを
Faris stops reaching for her hair.
どうしたら失わずに済むかなんて簡単なことだ俺たちを信じればいいいつか俺たちがお前を必要としなくなるだとどこかへ行ってしまうだと くだらないことを考えるな。俺たちはお前と一緒にいる。そして、お前は俺たちと一緒にいる。この関係がそう簡単になくなってたまるか。
Ugh.
何があろうと、
I'm trying my
お
best.
前はラボの一員だ。こんな簡単なことが
Let's chug some water.
お前には信じられないのか。
ラボの一員？何があっても
おう、
京馬やみんなとずっと一緒。
その通りだ。
Aggressive pet pet. Damn straight.
そっか。
Faris's hands drops to her lap, and she looks down at it. The hair I ruffled up is covering her eyes, hiding her expression. For a short while, Faris goes silent, without the slightest idea of what she's thinking about. I remain silent as well. The cafe is filled with people loudly chatting away around us. The blaring sun shines through our parasol and onto us. It's so bright that even the shade starts to look pitch black. And then, after some time, Faris quietly raises her head. She wears a tiny smile on her face.
京馬って
ん？
かっこいいね。
な、
Her comment is so out of nowhere that I have no idea how to respond.
何の話だいきなり。
魔法本当にかけたくなっちゃった。
おい。
Faris pulls back her ruffled hair and brings her face close to mine.
クーニャやマユシーとバトルになるのはちょっと嫌だけど。
Kunya.
だからなんであいつらの名前が出てくるんだ。
Dumbfounded by the sudden series of events, I only barely managed to squeeze words out.
そんなこともわからないなんて。京馬もバカだね。
He is a baka. Faris's hand zips over to my head.
わっ、
お返し。
She playfully starts messing my hair up.
あ、こら、やめろ。
引っかかった。
おのれ。
I reach for Faris's hair and return the favor.
もうやめてよ。
Revenge
今朝
pet.
しっかり。
そんなことは知らん。
助けてにゃ。
Blind to the surprise of the customers around us, Faris and I continue to mess around with each other's hair. We eventually stop, the both of us breathing heavily.
京馬ってばすっごい髪型。
Yes,
Omae-koso na.
weird to the point where they're breathing heavily. Breathing heavily. Counters pet with cat butt. What? Cat butt.
もうこの後お仕事なのに。
そんなこと言ったら俺もだぞ。
ちゃんと直して。
Oh boy. Lord Raven with the hearty raid of 4 kittens. Hello. Oh, your stream didn't last that long. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Let me throw you up. I think you were playing Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Trying to do this on my phone. Ugh. Phone typing sucks. But hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, readers. Yeah. What happened? I thought I literally saw you. I think I saw you start your stream like just around the same time that I started my stream. So, it seems like your stream went kind of on the shorter side. Yeah. Oh, Silent Hill. Okay. So you did another run of Silent Hill. I was kind of like thinking of like calling it soon too myself. I am tired, feet are killing me. Aw, really? Wouldn't you just be like sitting down, though? Wouldn't you just be sitting there, Revan? So wouldn't your feet be like relaxed while you're playing the game? I on the other hand, I'm just like I'm like falling asleep. So I was thinking of maybe going soon, but I'll try and keep up a little more with this read hype. Kind of.
俺の髪も直せ。
はいはい。
They're having a touching moment of rubbing their heads. Next, Faris starts combing my hair. Her slender fingers feel absolutely delightful.
京馬。
うん。
I worked today. I have nerve damage in my right foot and tendinitis in both feet. Oh, that sounds rough. Sorry. Is this like a new... has this been like an ongoing like condition? Like something that just kind of developed more recently?
私信じるよ。今日の
そうか。
That to me just it sounds really crappy that, you know, you're sitting there and your feet still are even like killing you. Chop your feet off, get roped by feet. Lol. Yeah, getting worse with age. Aw, that sucks. It's getting real bad. Like, is there nothing you can do about that? Because, yeah, like, most jobs require you to be like standing around on your feet. But yeah, I can see that being hard if you're not like you're probably used to it, but it's like you're saying that it's something like that's developing, and you're young too. You're young too. Maybe it's time to find a job where you can like not be on your feet all the time, I guess. Unfortunately. Screw feet, you can get a pair of wheels down there. You have a lot of body problems. It sounds like it, dude. You sound like you've lived like a whole lifetime. like you've lived twice the life that people your age have. Most people your age. Wheels for the win. Yeah, just like pretend you're you know, a cripple and just go around in a wheelchair. I'm a working man. After the first 300 years, it's understandable.
あとは
Yeah, I don't think I would be cut out for like a very physical job myself. That's Mayuri. Right at that moment, our cell phones ring almost simultaneously. I quickly reach into my pocket. Faris immediately backs away and starts rummaging through her bag for hers.
マユリ？
私のはルカニャンからだ。
今は仕事中のはずだが。
何かあったのかな？
That Mayuri picture?
もしもし。
No, that was a Kurisu picture on my phone. I have a picture of sleeping Kurisu. Uh oh. Mayuri looks troubled. Diane.
どうした？
Kurisu. How could you mistake it? What?
トラック？
What this about trucks?
それでビルの中がドドドーって。
へい、バーとかドドドじゃさっぱりわからん。もっとちゃんと話せ。
Gotta sleep now. Hope y'all have a good night. Alright, good night, Lord Raven. Yeah, I'll probably be joining you soon in sleepy times. But yeah. Poor Mayuri, you stupid. No, don't say that. Oh, you totally missed the section where she did the part about like what was it, droopy Mayuri or something like that. She did the role like some dumb like dog mascot, so she kind of had to act all like slow and stuff, and she's like, even I'm not this stupid. I wish you'd join me in sleepy times. But haha. Mayuri's clearly panicked. Across from me, it seems like Faris has gotten a much better explanation of the situation from Lukaku. She stands up, almost kicking the chair out from under her.
今行くね。ルカニャンたちは何もしないでじっとしてて。
So she can't change. So she didn't change anything about her behavior for the role. No. Whatever. Faris and I exchange looks before she quickly starts to make her way towards May Queen Nyan Nyan. I'm right behind her.
とりあえず話はそっちで聞く。ルカ子たちとおとなしくしていろ。いいな。何があったんだ？
It's the best picture of Kurisu.
ルカニャンもかなり動揺してて。ただシドが何か仕掛けてきたみたい。
何？
とにかく急がなきゃ。
あ！
Before we realize it, our brisk walk has turned into a dash. Faris re-equips her cat ears.
戦闘モードに突入だにゃ。
Okay. I can see the fire in this catgirl's eyes. The same catgirl begins to send emails out to different people while she sprints toward her cafe. That's hard to do, you know, like while you're running, like texting people.
これは
I can't even do that. That takes skills. Faris and I stand wide-eyed in shock in front of the Make Queen Nyan Nyan. Mayuri wasn't kidding when she said there were trucks going zoom. Every street surrounding the building that Make Queen Nyan Nyan occupies is filled with moving trucks. Workers are going to and fro, carrying pieces of furniture and other assorted items. Faris and I rush up the stairs and burst into May Queen. Mayuri immediately runs up to us. Lukako and the other maids also walk over, uneasy expressions on their face. It's gotten to a little more exciting part of the story, so I'm kind of like waking up a little bit.
このビル、メイクイン以外のお店やオフィスがみんな出て行こうとしていて。
メイクイン以外
はい。
最近どうも閉店するお店や転居するオフィスが多いとは思ってたけど。
シードのやつ、一体何を考えてる
I don't know, we're gonna find out. Radio.
教えてやるぜ。
Here we go.
俺の哀れな生贄ども。
This guy will fill us in. I look toward the source of the pompous, unpleasant voice in the doorway. There I see someone equally as unpleasant.
貴様
Wait, I want to see his picture. Okay. This chest always looks weird, this drawing.
てめえらのちっぽけなハートは
It looks
今
like
や
really,
不安とおののきでバースト寸前だろうな。
it looks like bony and stuff. Shido and his goons loudly entered the cafe.
これはどういうことだにゃ。
おっとその前に。てめえに
He's
改めて挨拶
severely
しねえとな。
malnourished, right? It's like, if you can see, like, your chest bones up there, like, near your pecs, there's something seriously wrong with you, you know? What a major douche look. It's his ribs showing. Yeah, I thought so too. I'm like, the artist kind of drew him, like,
店のオーナーとは思わなかったぜ。
too skinny. Like, almost like homeless kind of skinny. Marfans? What? Damn it. He figured it out. Now that he knows Faris is the owner, who knows what he'll do? I step in front of her, trying to act as something of a shield. I signal with my hand for Mayuri, Lukako, and the others to take refuge in the back of the kitchen.
ナイト気取りの打剣野郎がこの楼閣都市に君臨する新たなる
Faris can beat him up.
覇王シドの前に立つんじゃねえ。
何が覇王だ汚い言葉を使って成り上がっているくせにこの法王に
That kind of scared me.
そんな卑劣な男を覇王とは認
True,
めん
right, TV. Thank you so much for subscribing with that Prime Gaming. Really, 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 really appreciate it, man.
Retro Ripe joined Kittens Brigade. Illianki.
Illy. Illy Rye. How you doing, Rye? Thank you so much for that 3 months, and also welcome back to the Kitten Brigade.
汚いってだと
How are
これだ
you?
からロワークラスはよ
Are you busy playing
これは
RE
な
or something?
ビジネスなんだままごと遊びをしてるのとは違うんだぜ
Doing well. Sorry for my absence from being hella busy. Oh, no worries. That's fine. Life is so overwhelming. Yes, it can be. It can be.
つまらないごたくはいいそれより貴様
No, you never
一体
have
何を
to
始めたんだ
apologize for life. I totally get that. Life happens. Yeah, and I've been playing RE6. Oh, you're still working on 6. Okay, no, I was asking if you were playing a Village. Does the jam play once for each month? So for like 12 months it hits like 12 times? No, it only ever plays once. But like, okay, are you asking like if you were to like subscribe with a 12-month one? Like if you're trying to pay it for it like all at once? Because yes, you do save money if you go for like the it's like the multiple months ones. No, you just get a chance to like ping those subs every month when the refresh pops up. The refresh will pop up for that, and then you'll get to ping it. So the notification will play every month. Once a month. That would be pure torture. Lol. Well, I mean, it'll ping for every separate account that you gift for, so I've had that happen. No, not yet. I did purchase it though. Why would you purchase it when you're not playing it right away? Why would you purchase it when you're not playing it right away? No, I meant if the jam sound played 12 times. No, like if you only do it for like one account and you buy like a 12-monther, it only plays once, but you can always that month you always come back for every month and just like ping the notification. If you wanted to ping like multiple times, each notification has to belong to a different account, a different gifted account, etc. No, I've been playing Village, but I haven't played 7 yet, and 6 is super long, so it's taking a while because I'm doing every character. I did every character with 6. Well, actually no, I only did each scenario once. Sorry. So I didn't actually play through every character, but it's like, what's the point of playing through every character? It's just the same campaign anyways. But I played the campaigns with someone through, so it didn't feel like that super long. I don't remember how long it took me to play through. Actually, I think Steam would tell me how long it would take. Or how long I took on RE6. RE6. And maybe it's also easier if you play with a partner as well. Probably. Rather than the AI. Resident Evil 6. 28.4 hours, which is actually a very short amount of time, honestly. Short amount of time to complete all the campaigns, in my opinion. It's long when you only have between 1 and 4 hours at night to play games. So let's say you max out on those hours, 4 hours, you're super efficient, you're on top of it every night. It would take you a week at my pace. A week at my pace. Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. For the same reason I have almost 600 games on Steam and I haven't played the overwhelming majority of them. Yeah, I'm probably the same way with a lot of my games on Steam. I just like looking at an endless library of games. Makes me feel like a big boy. See, I don't like that actually. I look at it and it makes me not want to like spend money on like new games, because it's like I have all these games that I've never even run, like not even like touched, installed, and tried out. So it's like I don't feel it makes me feel less compelled to buy new games. So it's kind of actually been a good way of like saving money in a way. As long when you only have, or sorry, I read that already, but yeah, but lately it's been about an hour or so. Oh, okay, some nights I only play for 30 minutes. I know, 1,000 titles on Steam. I think I only have something like 400, a little over 400. I'm getting there. One of my Steam friends has 5,000 games. This is insanity, Jesus. And then you have to think about what the quality of these games are. Like, these are probably like teeny tiny indie games. Some are repayment though. I did a ton of pirating. Someday I'll have a library that big. Oh my god. Poor games just sitting there unused, unwanted. I know, right? Right? Yeah, I've been slowly even trying to get through the games that I've even been gifted. I still have not played through all the games that I've been gifted. Some of the games that I've been gifted off my wish list. So yeah, there's that. I'm working through those. I had to check. My buddy Icewolf has 5,099 games. Jesus. No, the majority are AAA titles. Oh my god. I can't imagine having that many games. That's just my Steam library though. I actually have a lot more games outside of Steam as well. Like I have other games too, in other areas, like on Epic and also on just other like platforms, I guess. And then also my consoles. So I'm a GOG person. I don't have a ton of games on GOG. Not nearly as much as like my hubby does. He's way more games. He's like way more into GOG than I am. Like I maybe only have like a few handful on GOG. Epic, I only have I maybe have like 1 or 2 purchased games on there, and then the rest are like all free games I picked up from there. GOG is a boomer. Steam kind of is. It kind of is. I only really like GOG because they're way better than Steam at implementing the older games and getting them to run and work. Like, I tried to play Harvester on Steam and I got it to work once, but then it kept failing after the first time, so we gave up, and then we I got a copy on GOG instead, and that worked like flawlessly. GOG is really good at that. What's up, Lord K Hasu? How you doing? I installed Epic, dude. I only use Unreal Engine now. No game side of Epic. I see. I have 260 game book of CDs. I probably have 200 3.5-inch floppy games in storage too. Jesus. Why would you keep these? Why would you keep these floppies? I guess if you still have the hardware to run them on. I wonder if I even have a computer with a 3.5-inch floppy drive. I'm happy to be back. I missed your stream. I'm glad that you're here to hang out. I'm glad that you're here and happy to be back. But anyways, let's get going on the story here. Shido shoots a look of satisfaction out the window. Huge numbers of workers are packing things into the trucks.
聞きたいのか闇の貴公子が放った次の一手をたとえ相手がチェスのポーンであっても決して手を抜かねえキングの非常な采配を
This guy sounds evil. Shido's gestures are wildly as ever, all the while barfing up his absurdities.
いいだろうガイアが俺に教えてやれと囁くからな
Hello Kitty, how have you been vibing? I've been telling people I've been actually sleepy. I've been kind of waking up a little bit though, because this part of the story is a little more exciting, and also more people are talking to me, so that kind of has woken me up a little bit, because I was just about to like almost give up, but I'm kind of waking up a little bit. When is coffee? Never, not at this hour. If I were to drink coffee now, I would just like, I would not sleep. I would not be able to sleep. No coffee. Coffee at night. Big yikes. I know. That emote. I hope Sunday when I start streaming and you'll hang out with me too. Yeah, sure. Let me know whenever you do start streaming. I will try and catch your streams. I'll be up until 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, like I'm the same way. It's like I'll just be like bouncing along the walls. So I try not to have coffee after like 5 or something. How is the Steins Gate? Is good. It is the goods. I've been enjoying this My Darling's Embrace. It's an interesting, more lighthearted look at the characters and interactions between them versus the actual series. So yeah, I'll once we're done here, we'll move on to like 0, and 0 will probably be a little more serious. Whatever my dad gave me when I was 8, he sent me pieces, and the only note in the box said if I could put it together, I could keep it. Okay, if you could put it together, you could keep it. I see. That's cool. The PCs that you have to run your 3.5-inch flappies. I usually fall asleep just before sunrise, like 4:30 a.m. when in the world is at its quietest. Yeah, usually when I'm like when I'm running these streams late, I do see you like still up with me, and it's like it's late over there, isn't it? So late. After a long and extremely unnatural pause, Shido opens his mouth to speak.
このビルは近々俺のものになる。
Nande? Nani? Faris and I can't help but be taken aback.
あまりのことにその小さい脳みそが沸騰したな。正確にはよ、俺のバックにいるファンドが買い取ることになったんだがな。
I'm definitely sleepy too.
実際は
Lord
俺が
Kihetsu.
全てを任されることになってる。
I'll probably
つま
go
り俺の
soon.
キャッスルだ。
I'm just looking for like a good kind of point in the story to like stop. So why sleepy? I've been staying up late and I've been sort of like shortcutting my sleep hours. So I haven't really been getting like full hours of sleep each night for the last couple of nights. I don't know why, because I'm stupid. So yeah. Damn it, you're making me sleepy too as I am here. Oops. Wait, don't you have school? She's not of much action today. What? Not of much action today. I plugged it in last year and borrowed a CRT from my dad. Sucker still worked. That's cool. Of course it did, mate. That thing will last forever as long as you replace the thermal compound and keep it cool. I'm gonna be up in 6 hours to watch the Q-Man. You'll be good. You'll be okay. Today is off. Oh. Work. Did you degauss the CRT just to relive the memories? Such nerd talk. Shido proudly begins to lay out his plans to us. Apparently he had been steadily working on this eviction project, offering tenants of the building large sums of money as compensation and even larger threats. We were so focused on trying to rebuild Make-Queen Nyan that we let all of this slip by right under our noses. A fatal miscalculation.
そして、今日で全ての立ち退きが終わる。秋葉原に身を伏せ、獲物を狙っていた虎が、ついに牙を剥く瞬間が来たんだぜ。もちろん虎はこの俺。獲物というのは、てめえらのことだ。
If I had a CRT, I would do it all the time, just because I love it. Whoosh, boing. I took a nap today, so I can't really sleep at the moment. I wanted to take a nap today, but I didn't. I just like chugged caffeine and I stayed up in an attempt to try and fix my sleep and go to bed at a like normal hour, which is usually what I have to do when I kind of like throw off my sleep schedule. So that's what that's all about. That's why I'm sleepy right now. Shido stares straight at us as he licks his lips.
ビルを買い取って立ち退きをさせて一体何をする気なのにゃ
No, my dad cycles through his inventory. He majored in electronics and had his own PC repair business when I was younger. How he's got a ton of new / unopened stock. Wow. Why does he have so much? Oh, wait, he used to have his own repair business? So what does he do now? And still has all these like stocks. Also, VTuber Kitty Wan. Oh my god. Really?
Kevin?
I don't know. Maybe never. I've had Mr. Baum offer me to use his model because I think Mr. Baum wanted to commission one for his OC character. I already like your emotes, so I thought you'd come up with the model idea. Lol. No, it's never really occurred to me to do it. I don't know. I guess I don't really have a ton of interest in being a VTuber, but I've never tried it either, so probably retired. Oh, you mean like Chrissy's is dead? Who knows? I've had a few people ask me. But green hair Neko Vinaisu is technically mint colored, minty colored, but maybe.
このビルは一大エンターテイメント都市シドズヘブンにメタモルフォーゼするんだ。
This guy's insane. I can see Faris grinding her teeth in frustration. A fire burns in her eyes as she glares at the man in front of her. No attempt to mask that rage. Shido grins broadly, soaking it all in.
さて、そこでだ。
Web design, programming, and now he's learning some crypto coin developer thing. He put like 3k in crypto 2 months ago and it's up to like 48k. Jesus. It's a lot of monies. Shido takes out what appears to be a stack of documents.
メイクイーンのオーナーさんにも
What a
こいつに
nerd.
サインを頼みて。
それは
テナント契約の解除に関する書類だ。てめえとの
Who
よし
has
みで
cat in lap?
条件は
She
か
says
なり良
meow.
くしてやるぜ。
I say meow back. Ah, what kind? What kind of cat? if I had to guess as to what Moon was, she looks to be like a short-haired. I don't know. She's a black cat. Yeah, it looks like she just looks like your standard short-haired American cat. Like almost like every other cat that's like that. That looks like that. What breed? She's just a black cat. I think it would be difficult to discern what kind of breed she is. The generic muddish type of breed. The furry hand grenade from Hellkind. This picks in the Discord, yeah.
待て! そんなものにサインなどする言われはない!
Bean breed.
何を?
I have a what's it, a calico and a tortoiseshell, but I'm not really entirely sure what breed they are, because those guys can come in any variety of breeds. They just look like short hairs as well themselves. Can't use Discord. I am using a home phone. Wait, you're using a home phone? How are you watching this stream then? Your phone broke? Wait, then how are you watching this stream at all? Are you using a PC? If you're on the PC, then you can use Discord on PC as well. In fact, you can use Discord on PC, browser, or even mobile. So there you go. There's no excuse. No, just kidding. Which is every cat when you throw it over the shower curtain while your roommate is in there after they got into your room and drank a case of soda. Wait, the cat drank a case of soda, or the roommate drank a case of soda? I'm guessing the roommate. Using a mobile home phone. Oh, okay. I don't know. You can use Discord mobile, couldn't you? I don't understand this concept of a home mobile phone. The roommate. He's saying he assaulted his roommate for drinking soda. Yeah.
法律でもそうなっているはずだ.
Maybe you shouldn't have had this soda just sitting out in your room.
黙れよ、アマチュアが! 俺がいつ強制なんてしたよ。頼んでるんだぜ。フード界の風雲児、闇のカフェプロデューサーシド様がわざわざ頭を下げてな。
Wait, forcing you to do what? Oh, to sign on? Documents to cancel the tenant contract. Okay. Shido brings his sweaty face too close for comfort.
このビルには1階から4階まで俺が企画したニューエイジなメイドカフェが入ることになって、その狭間に追われちまって、こんなオールディーな店に客が来るかどうか、そこまでは責任持てねえけどな。同じステージでパフォーマンスをするエンターテイナー同士、仲良くやりたくてもそうはいかない場合ってのもあるしよ。
Which reminds me of that one meme with a really fat dude yelling about someone drinking his Mountain Dew. Let me smell your breath. When you're on a budget in college, it wasn't. It was in my private living space, not in the fridge for everyone. No, I mean the fact that you left it in the open, even if it was in your room, was your fatal mistake in trusting your roommates to not go through your shit. I don't know. I've never really had a roommate, so, or like a bona fide like rando roommate that I didn't really trust or something. I don't know. How's everyone doing besides sleeping? Are you saying that I'm sleeping while I'm streaming? He's trying to cut us off. He's proclaiming to our faces that he plans on isolating us in the building if we don't do what he says. Just cut them. Yeah, that's messed up, but cats have claws. I know you're traumatizing the poor cat by throwing them into the shower like that, making them a victim. Wishing I was sleepy, watching a 2-year-old terror monster is not fun while sleepy. You're telling me. He still has scars from that cat incident. Oh my god. I mean, you never know, kitty. It's only been 9 years. I'm a lurk. Alright, enjoy your lurk, Rai. Cat hates showers? Most cats do. They don't really like water. Although I've not tried giving my cats a bath, so I don't know about these guys.
卑怯
I haven't really needed to give them a bath.
てめえらがとろいんだ
Most cats don't like water, except big cats. They swim. Isn't that a myth? It's cute. Oh. No, it's not really a myth, actually. My last cats, they both hated water. One of them I absolutely could not get away with giving it a bath. So I had to, like, just kind of, like, wipe it down when he needed cleaning. And the other one, he didn't like the baths, but he was so, like, he was such a pushover that I'd, like, force him to have a bath. Like, he was calm enough, or I could keep him calm enough that I could, like, give him a bath. My cousin has a cat that will jump in the shower and sit under the stream if he's not paying attention. Some cats do like water, though. I'm not saying, like, all cats are like that, but most cats don't seem to like water.
黒き牙の前にのろまなシャム猫の体は八つ咲きにされんのさ
Yeah, we didn't say all cats. We just said most cats. Shido, drunk on his own words, shouts into the air. He then shoves the documents towards Faris.
さあおとなしくこれにサインするがいい
Yeah, they're all different, but the majority hate water. Yeah. Faris announces her intentions clearly and concisely, then moves to tear up the papers.
何しやがる
Shido's eyes widen and then he quickly tries to grab the documents from her. But the worst possible timing, Faris's head just happens to be in the trajectory of Shido's hands. The moment I shout, Shido's hands violently hits Faris in the head. Oh, what the hell? Faris staggers back, holding her head in her hands.
Faris!
That's abuse. Or that's assault. That's assault. And there are witnesses. Cats are already scared of the big amount of water. His last cat set itself on fire twice. Candles and fluffy cats don't mix. Cat was fine. Oh my god. Damn, now I want a cat. Then, what's stopping you? There are plenty of cats to adopt. I recommend you adopt. Wait, did I read that? I immediately leap towards her, holding her in my arms to shield her. A really cute one. If you do go get a cat, I do highly recommend you adopt a cat from a shelter, because there's lots of cats that end up needing homes. Because there's a serious, like, population problem up there. Wait, did I read that? In all the chaos, Shido and I end up colliding. Upon seeing this all unfold, Shido's goons charge at me. An impressive counterpunch hits me square in the jaw. My jaw feels like it's going to explode. The pain runs through my head, my ears ringing loudly. My vision turns black for a moment. Oh. These guys are serious. And then I feel the pain from the second and third hit. The goons mercilessly punch and kick me. Shido regains his senses and immediately starts yelling at his goons. Unfortunately, they're so fired up that they don't even hear his orders. Still shielding Faris from danger, I do my best to endure their flurry of violence, but after repeated kicks to the legs and abdomen, I've just about hit my limit. Wait, isn't this the second time he's getting beaten in another storyline? In Chris's story, he got beaten up too, I think. I think I can hear Faris speaking to me, but my consciousness is beginning to fade. And then, my body slowly begins to fall forward. What? No matter how long I wait, the impact from hitting the floor never arrives. Someone's hand is firmly grabbing me by the collar. Oh, it's Daru.
Daru?
He's like so in our face right now. That hand is Daru's. And... oh, Tsuzaha! I'll probably get it this summer. Oh, okay. That's cool. We got, I got my, 2 cats last summer at the end of August as well. So we haven't really even had them for a year. And one of the others, Boo, tiny black cat, stuck its head through a loop of a plastic bag, walked forward, heard the plastic flutter, and took off. The harder she ran, the more it fluttered, the more she freaked. We had fun catching her and getting bag over. I have had my cats do this as well. My cats have an obsession with bags, though. I think she was having fun though, getting stuck in the bag. Like she liked it, so she was just like running around with the bag around her body. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Luca? We're dying laughing afterwards. That is cat abuse. Poor guy. You treat cats with respect. Suzuha twists the arm of one of my attackers behind his back and holds him down. The other men seem to have undergone the same treatment. They stumbled backwards. As I turn my head to look, I see Kurisu and Moika standing in front of Faris and I, protecting us.
ごめん、遅くなって。
大丈夫？
It's only abuse if we put the bag on the cat. Yeah, exactly.
どうして？
The cat probably did it to itself.
フェイリスさんから。
That's right. Faris was sending emails out while we were heading here. She must have been contacting the other lab mems.
早く手当てしないと。
Mayuri and Lukako are half in tears as they run over to me.
あ、大丈夫だ。
Moika. Dado lets me go and I try standing up by myself. My entire body feels like it's on fire. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I've broken any bones or sustained any internal damage. I should be okay. She put it on herself, not
強引凶魔は不死身だ。
intentionally though.
心配には及ばんぞお前たち。
I can tell that my lab members are worried about me, so I proclaim my well-being in as loud a voice as I can muster. Of course, my entire body starts to ache in pain immediately after.
てめえらは。
Shido's eyes are wide open after seeing my lab members burst into the scene and then witnessing Suzuha. This surprised me too. Use her martial arts skill to defang his subordinates, he's clearly in shock.
確かこの店に新しく入ったメイド。
あら、私たちのこと知ってくれているのね。
まさかただのメイドじゃねえのか。
They're combat maids.
そのまさかよ。
ただのメイドじゃなく変態紳士専用地獄メイドだ。
お前は黙れ。
うわたまらないよ。
Oh my god.
とにかくシドさん、あなたの悪事、これ以上見過ごすわけにはいかないわね。
俺の悪事だと。
Quinny Quinn loves dogs though. He stays at a distance with kitties though. That's funny because my son is the opposite. Although we've had like dogs like bark like really loudly at him, so it's like I'm not surprised that he doesn't really take to dogs as well as with cats. Because like the worst that a cat does mostly is like maybe hiss, but I don't think he's ever had a cat hiss at him. So most cats have been like very friendly towards him. 2-year-olds tend to prove dog or love dogs, but his favorite animals are sloths. Okay. Dog lovers are boring. I actually like dogs a lot, but I'm just more of a cat person. I don't hate dogs at all. I feel like most people don't teach their cats to swim really young. I don't think this is really a priority, sincerely. This is not usually a priority to teach their cats to swim. A sloth? My kid barks back. It's never bugged him. Why sloths? Me too. No clue, but dogs ain't my style. Yeah. I mean, like,
フェイリスさんにあれよ。
I'll interact with a friendly dog, but I like cats way more. So some dogs are really cute though. Some dogs are really cute. I'll give those cute dogs that. I also don't really like yappy dogs, which sometimes those small cute dogs tend to be yappy dogs. So Moika gives Faris a stack of papers. It's the article that Moika's been conducting interviews for.
ありがとう、もえにゃん。
What is this about? Faris? Moika gives it. Oh, okay.
なんだそれは。
That was the article that she wrote to boost Make Me Nyan Nyan.
これか？
Oh, and also unveil his evil plans.
貴様を
Maybe.
追い詰める切り札の一つだ。
Swap to PC to type this. ... Okay.
何？
Yeah, mobile typing kind of sucks.
もうじき週刊誌にこの記事が載るにゃ。
Faris slaps the stack of papers into 40. I always want to say 4, but Shido is easier to say. Shido's hands instead of 4 degrees Celsius. Shido, still dazed and confused, looks down at the article in question. His brow springs up in surprise.
どうかにゃ
Oops.
どうかにゃ。かなり面白い記事だと思うにゃ。強引な買収。脅迫まがいのスカウト。そして暴力の噂も絶えないんだにゃ。今みたいに。
どうだ？それが雑誌に載ったらさぞかしまずいんじゃないのか？
So evil. Shido flings the article at me and bursts into laughter.
何がおかしい？
バ
Oh my
カ
god.
俺はシドガイアに愛されし黒き翼のエンペラ
What a chunibyo.
もしかしてショックでおかしくなったのか。
かもしれんな。
ーそうじゃねえいいかわからねえようだから教えてやるこんな記事が出たところで俺は追い詰められやしねえんだどれもこれもよーく取材してやがるここまで調べたそのスネークのようなクソ執念にはダストボックスのクズぐらいにはリスペクトしてやってもいいだがなこの記事は俺のオーディエンスを盛り上げるだけのダークネスなゴシップでしかねえこれで警察でも動くのかあ社会的に抹殺できるのかあ俺は何一つ法に触れちゃいねえんだからよ
You did kind of beat up these guys, so that's considered assault. We were in Target. He was like 8 to 9 months, and we walked past a shelf of stuffed animals, and it was the first time he and reached. So I picked up a bear. He shook his head. Dog shook his head. Lion shook his head. Horse shook his head. Sloth, the big reach. So he got the sloth. That's cute. This is cute. Yeah, no, I feel like Locke was, he was into, like, the idea of a dog before, but then after a couple of times of getting, like, really barked hard at, it's like, he was kind of turned off of them. Because, I mean, like, dog barks are not fun, like, when they're, like, kind of barking, like, really aggressively at you, so... It's not very pleasant to be around. Like, maybe for the owner is okay, that you're used to that sound, but like for someone who's not, you know, usually used to having loud noises emitted at them, it's not pleasant. Man, I really want to go to a cat cafe. I think there might be a cat cafe somewhere in Vancouver, I'm not sure. I've never been. Post it in IRL pics. Okay, I will check it out later. Shido shouts proudly as though he's already won. Really? Puggers.
そうさこの俺
No,
は
I feel
ダー
like
クマター
the
を体
concept
内に
of...
宿す悪夢のデミウ
Sorry,
ルゴス
I'm talking over this
こ
guy.
の程度の悪事なんざいくら暴かれても勲章にしかならねえぜ
I feel like the idea of cat cafes are more acceptable nowadays. Like people are more on board with that idea in North America, so they are kind of like appearing here in North America. I quickly scanned through the article that Shido threw at me. Written in are multiple testimonies about Shido's vicious tactics. There's not a soul out there that wouldn't raise their eyebrows in shock at his actions. They're unforgivable. We have Dobies next door that bark at everything. I would yell back for them to knock it off, so I think it affected him less. Then as he started playing outside, they lunged at the fence line and I fixed that. Now they don't bark at him, but they still bark at everyone else. That's not, yeah, see, like, I don't know, that's not pleasant, so. Oh yeah, quick question. Do you go to anime cons? I used to, I can't remember the last one I've been to. I think the last one I was actually attending was SakuraCon. SakuraCon, but that was like, oh man, maybe 10 years ago, possibly less than 10 years ago, like maybe like 8 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've gone to SakuraCon. I've kind of grown tired of going to anime cons. Because half the time it's like I'm just only ever there to like look around at like merchandise, and now I don't really collect much anymore, so I'd rather just sit home and watch anime. I have been to game conventions like PAX. So I've been to PAX. The last one I went to was it 2018? The 2018 one? Possibly, yes. 2018 was the last one I attended. Last PAX, PAX West. Anyway, no, it's COVID time. SakuraCon. Me and Nex went a bunch. I ran into 8 to 10 years ago. So we could have probably ran into each other at some point. I think I went only because Pixel invited me along that one time. I may have seen Kitten and I know it. Yes, 10 years ago. I've stopped going. I stopped attending. We have anime conventions here in Vancouver. I've just grown jaded over time. I used to go a lot before when I was younger. If you come down for PAX again, we're doing burgers and I read that as bear. Burgers and bears. I'd eat a bear. I would eat bear if there was such a bear thing. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's okay. I go to cons to meet with streamers IRL. Kind of the reason why I'm asking. Oh, okay. If TwitchCon ever opens up again, I'd be interested in going to that. I've never been to TwitchCon, so in all the years that I've been streaming, hold on, wait, I started in 2018, 2019. So I could have I could have attended in 2019, but I didn't because that was just when I started kind of streaming, getting more into streaming. So I wasn't really interested in going because I didn't really know many people on Twitch. So, but now I probably go to TwitchCon should that ever open up again. But I don't know if that'll ever open up. I don't know about this year. Probably be next year, most likely. Bear isn't bad, it's super fatty, and if not handled properly, tastes extremely fatty. I imagine bear would probably be very gamey tasting too. Extremely greasy. I didn't mean to say fatty twice. Have you ever been to PAX as well, Lord Keihatsu? I've only ever been to PAX West. I've considered maybe trying to go to the other shows. I don't know which ones, but there's like there's PAX Unplugged, PAX Dev. Well, I wouldn't go to that one. South, East, and then Australia. Australia would be cool, but that would probably be a lot of money to go to Australia. Maybe Sincerely could put me up since he lives in Australia. And I can go see the dying koala bears before they go extinct. Maybe I should do that. Go attend PAX Aus before all the koala bears die off. Not really. I want to go though. I think you would enjoy it. Like having been to like an anime convention and then comparing that, like say, you know, comparing SakuraCon to like PAX. PAX is really fun. There's lots and lots and lots of different things to do at PAX. So I wouldn't do TwitchCon. I can't stand Southern California. As far as the south I'll go. San Jose. That's because my favorite cigar lounge is there. I just want to go to TwitchCon once and say I've gone. See what they're all about. I love games, so why not? Why not, indeed. And like there's so many different ones to pick from, like South, East, and West. So if you're anywhere near one of those, it's probably easy to attend one of them. They are about Twitch. Well, I don't know exactly what you do at this TwitchCon other than like meet like other streamers and stuff. So I kind of just want to see how they've set up their show and what they do. It probably would be. It probably is going to be like a little more disappointing than PAX, I imagine. But oh well. But maybe one day I will make you go to Anime Expo. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to that one since that one's the biggest anime convention. But again, I mean that one is also in California. So I mean I could go to that one instead of like TwitchCon. But anyway, I do want to go to TwitchCon though. So just once. First convention I ever went to, I was like 12, and it was a Star Trek convention in Las Vegas. Oh my god. My first convention was AkaCon in Vancouver, and then after like 2 years, the people who organized it or something, or someone who was involved in the organization of it, like maybe like the treasurer or something, ran off with the funds that they collected for like the upcoming year. And like, so then it just never took off because I guess that person just kind of stole all the money that would have gone to the next one, so it only survived like 2 years running. It's kind of funny. Oh my god, yes, go to Anime Expo, please! Maybe, one of these days, we will go. I'll see. I read this. But he's right, that's all that happened. Shido might be a weirdo, but he's cunning. He's made sure to keep his hands clean. He always barely skirts by on the edge of the law. This wouldn't last a month in the gossip rags before other stories overshadowed it. The residents of Akiba might distance themselves from Shido's joints at first, but that probably wouldn't last for more than a few months. And when everything dies down, his twisted paradise, or Shido's heaven, would still be built here. It kills me to admit it, but he's right.
Daga.
Yes, his name is 4 degrees Celsius. Shido. We can't afford to lose here. That's right, we can't lose. We won't lose.
Daru! Arewa!
I stare straight at my right-hand man. He gives me a thumbs up and grins, perhaps the coolest smile he's ever made. Okay, so this is like the secret plan that they were working on. They didn't reveal it to us, so here we go. And all the time we've been together, Dado has never looked more like a real hero than he does now. That's how reliable that smile of his is.
まさに間一髪だったのだぜ。
我が最高の右腕よ
You might like Steins Gate, actually.
これが頼まれていた物だ。
It's very like sci-fi, time travel-y, like kind of stuff. There is an anime you can watch as well. It's I think it's either 26 or I think it was 24. It was like a really weird number. It's a 24 episode run series. So it's not like super short like most anime nowadays are, like at 13 episodes. It's got the full kind of like 24 episode run. It's paced pretty well compared to how the events laid out in the original game. So I think if you wanted a quick go through, the anime would probably be a decent way to go through the story. Except like 2 or 3 streams I watched couldn't do. Oh. I don't know if you've ever seen the original Steins Gate then, because this is not the original storyline. Like these stories I'm doing are not considered canon. They're just kind of like alternative side stories. Daru proudly exclaims as he coolly whips out a stack of what appear to be freshly printed papers and tosses them to me. Unfortunately, the papers aren't actually stapled together, so they scatter to the floor before ever getting anywhere close to my hands.
おっと、いけないいけない。
Lol.
お前な無理にカッコつけなくていいから普通に渡せ
Oh my god. Daru and I hurriedly pick the papers off the floor and once again face Shido.
なんだそれは。おい。
愚かなり天手を標榜するただの咎人よ確かに貴様は狡猾だ法に触れるようなことが表に出ないよう細心の注意を払ってきたのだろうだからこの記事だけでは貴様を追い詰めることはできないかもしれん 多分
I
警察
pause
も動かない。
dramatically. Wait a second. Didn't Shido do the same thing not too long ago? Fine. I'll make this a double pause.
だがこの数字を見たらある種の人間たちに興味を抱かせることはできるのではないか。
I dramatically hold the papers up to Shido's eyes.
例えば国税局とかな。
Not the NTA. It can't be worse than some of the junk they put on Netflix. I tried watching some of their animes that were shorter and I wanted to gouge my eyes out, dip them in bleach, and then try to reattach my ocular nerves with a rusty needle. Just so dumb. Which one did you watch? There was one I watched recently on Netflix. What was it called? It was like a Yakuza, like, husbando? Bucky was one. I think I lasted like 5 episodes before I gave up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm the same way. It's like a lot of like new anime I can't get into. It's just some of them are just kind of like the same kind of drivel that I've like seen reoccur like in more recent years. So it's like it's kind of hard to like find one that I actually like watching. I recommend the gangster one. that one's pretty entertaining. Although they're supposed to be like really short animations, so it's like they're like 5-minute long episodes strung together. Shido turns pale for the first time. Ha! This is like that one scene from that drama that they were playing on TV the other day. Don't get the wrong idea. This is an homage. I'm not copying anything, I swear. It's mere coincidence that my lines are the same. Seriously.
これは
Kengan Ashura is another one. See, I haven't watched Baki, I haven't watched Kengan Ashura. Oh, I finished One Punch Man, so 5 animes. Oh, One Punch Man's good. If you like One Punch Man, I recommend Mob Psycho 100. That's another series written by the same dude, so you'll probably enjoy that one a lot too. It's got like similar pacing, similar humor. Shido's intense stare nearly burns a hole through the papers. A series of rather stunning figures are plastered all over them. Figures? Oh, like numbers.
どこでこれを
さあな。だが貴様、随分と稼いでいるようだな。羨ましい限りだ。
I will say this. I'm surprised that you've only ever watched like 5 anime now. I kind of thought you were more of a bigger anime fan, but I guess not. You just had very specific series that you liked. Printed in a stack of papers are an assortment of other companies and accounts outside of Shido's front company, skillfully crafted dummy companies' personal bank accounts, none of them in Shido's name, along with a detailed investigation of their cash flow. To completion. I see.
こんなものでっち上げだ。証拠になるわけが。
Yeah, I don't really usually count like anime I never finish either.
だから言ったはずだ。興味を持っ
Unless
て
I
もらう
watch
だ
like
け
more
で
than
いい。
halfway.
その後、俺たちの出る幕なんてないだろう。
しかもこういうのってバックについてるファンドも興味津々じゃないのかにゃ。
Shido looks like he's seen a ghost. Seeing this as a chance to strike, I raise my voice.
さあ、邪悪なる偶像の蛇よ、錆びたブリキの王よ。我々の住まうこの気高き楼閣に貴様の居場所などない。
Pallid, Shido glances down at the numbers in the backup before finally turning beet red, or bright red. And then...
てめえら覚えていろ。
the bad guys always say that. Oh boy, Deru! What is he, a third-rate villain? After dropping his corny final line, he and his goons flee with their tails between their legs. I gotta take a short break so I can check on what's going on. I keep hearing something in the kitchen. I think that's one of the cats doing something, so I'll be back. Or I can just leave that. Okay, I'm back.
大丈夫オカリ
I've watched like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Inuyasha, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Big O, and a bunch of others that hit the US in late 90s, early non-noughties, 2000s. I own one other anime, but it's a movie. Akira. Well, that's still an anime movie. Akira. Yes, Akira was a good one too.
冷え冷えピタピタもっといるかにゃ
Freezy warm packs? What are Freezy warm packs? A cool compress developed by Tiger Pharmaceuticals. The cooling gel inside one of the compresses is able to lower the temperature of the subject over an extended period of time due to the moisture in the gel, taking the heat with it as it evaporates. Additionally, there are a wide variety of other products that are also designed to keep people cool during hot days. Not long after driving off, Shido, Mayuri, and Faris are seeing to my wounds. Kurisu, Lukako, and Moika went to the drugstore to buy medicine. Right, but when people say anime, I think series, not movies. I don't know. People say movies and series too. To me, it's all anime, because it's all under the same umbrella of, like, animated, medium. Dado returned to the lab to collect more data on Shido financials. I had Suzuha go with him as a bodyguard, just in case.
いや、俺なら本当に大したことはない。なぜなら、不死身の
ダメだにゃ無理して動いちゃ
俺なんかよりお前の方だ。殴られたところは平気なのか？
ちょっとコブになっただけだから
Faris has a cold pack pressed to her forehead.
気をつけろよ。女の子なんだからな。
ごめんなさい私のために
気にするな。何度も言うが仲間だろ。な。
お薬買ってきました。
とりあえ
She
ず
sounds so
これで
loud.
足りるかしら。
Lukako and the others open the door, bags of medicine in
い
hand.
やいや、お前ら買い込みすぎだろ。
慌ててたから。
それじゃあオカリお洋服脱いで
何？
お薬塗らなくちゃ
いやいや、待てマユリ。こんな女子ばかりのところで脱げるか。
Lol.
何言ってんのあんた。そんな場合じゃないでしょ。さっさとしなさい。
They all want him to strip.
やめろ引っ張るな痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い
The pain coursing through my body keeps me from putting up much resistance, and Kurisu strips me down like a doll. Gonna go raid some leftovers? Oh, okay. Like, food-wise. Alright, see ya. Enjoy your leftovers.
自分で脱がせといて赤面するなよ
赤面なんてしてないぞ。
いいからあっち向いててくれ俺まで恥ずかしくなるだろ
わかったわよ。ほら、漆原さん、向こう向いてましょ。はい。
だからルーカーコ、男のお前まで赤くなってる意味がさっぱりわからん。
すみません。別に僕、岡部、京馬さんの背中が広くて大きいなとか思ってたわけじゃないです。
Lol.
ああ。
ほらほら今日も大きな声を出したら怪我に触るにゃお薬ならフェイリスが塗ってあげるんだにゃ
いや、薬など自分で塗るからいい。
何言ってるんだにゃほらお背中を見せて
Before I can even object, Faris has circled around to my back. She slowly starts rubbing the medicine on. Her thin, gentle fingers tickle a little.
うん。
痛かったごめんなさい
いや、大丈夫だ。
There's no way I can tell her that it feels good, or that it tickles. Ugh.
はいこれで
This
よ
is
しにゃ
quite the image
それ
here.
じゃあ今度は前だにゃ
Did she just say front?
待てそれはさすがに自分でやる
ダメだにゃフェイリスの手で塗り塗りするんだにゃじゃあマユシーはこっちに塗ってあげるね
Faris and Mairi surround me, their moist hands creeping along my body.
うわやめろフェリスマユリ
にゅふふふ今日のはここが弱いのかにゃうりうりうりうりぬりぬりぬりぬり
って
Oh my god.
声だけ聞いてるとなんかいかがわしいわ。
Welcome back. Kurisu still has her back to me, ears red as she yells. Meanwhile, Lukaku was hanging his head down.
フェイリスさん
Oh no,
Mairi-chan.
he's jealous.
いいな
What do you mean by that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Let's talk about the aftermath, shall we? Just as planned, after Shido's shady cash flow came to light, he found himself in the crosshairs of some terrifying government officials. Rumor has it that his companies are set to be under investigation in the near future. To make matters better for us, Morika's later articles would reveal that he did in fact appear to have broken the law on multiple occasions. Thanks to Operation Freya, May Queen Yanyan had started to bounce back, and Shido in a panic went just a little bit too far in trying to crush us. According to Morika, the evictions in the May Queen Yanyan building would produce a whole lot of smoke if investigated. You know what they say about smoke. All of Shido's backers had abandoned him, and his influence over Akiba was declining rapidly. The day he becomes a hyper-whatever producer in name only is likely just around the corner. And that, my friends, is how the third Akihabara maid cafe war came to a close. Older maid cafes that had gone out of business or moved have been slowly returning to their original spots, taking the place of Shido's businesses. And in a bit of happy news, many of May Queen's regulars have started to come back. It was an interesting picture to walk back into my room to. Twitch after dark, lol. As for what us lab mems are up to, well, with Operation Freya complete, our work at May Queen Yanyan was supposed to have come to an end, but it would appear as though we've gained quite the fan base among certain crowds, making it a bit difficult to just quit.
ご注文をねえルカ君お願いひらりちゃんこそしてどうしてもぴったりの子がいないの
まゆりちゃんに頼んで
Fujoshi A and B.
ルカ君サイズの衣装を作ってもらってるんだ
The Fujoshi army points over at Mayushi Nyanyan, busy serving customers at another table.
だから僕コスプレは
お嬢様方メイドが本当に困っておりますのでその辺でお許しください。あといい加減注文を決めろ。
クロト様
はい
クロト様もルカ君を説得してください。愛するクロト様のおっしゃることなら何でも聞いてくれると思うんです
Damn you all, I am not his beloved.
もしかして岡部クロト様も僕のコスプレ見たいんですか
Lukako's expression is oddly serious.
それなら僕
Oh, she would do it for you.
ルカコお前な
My head aching from all this, I flee from the area as soon as I can, spotting our hellmaid tormenting some of her slaves, customers, think Daru, at another table.
お前は一体何をしているの？さっさと食べなさいグズ。片付けられないでしょ。水のおかわり？はお前のような犬はその辺にあるドブの水でも飲んでればいいわ。そんなにこぼして、まさか私に掃除をさせる気じゃないでしょうね。ほら、その汚い舌でちゃんと舐めとりなさい。
Lol. Christina? Is it just my imagination, or do you seem to be enjoying this far more than when you first started? No, this can't be. Don't tell me you've opened Steins. No, the gate to some strange and terrifying world. Okay, this is gonna take forever with her voice. Oops.
だからチョコレートで字を書くときはもっと細くしないとご主人様ダイスでいっぱいいっぱいじゃん
Oops.
それに生クリーム多すぎだよこんなパンケーキ見たことないよ
This game was made by a man. Clearly, no real woman is going to change her mind for some man. Wait, what change? What mind? That was Lukako is actually a boy. Lukako's a boy. Standing around a customer's table, Suzuha is scolding her troublesome big sister. Me getting live 2D, yes. Luka is cute. Except Mr. Bam, how you doing? Getting your 2D fix. This is yet another famous combination that's come into existence here at Mei Queen Yanyan. In fact, they're so popular that they've already taken on roles as sisters. Hell, we have customers that just sit back and smile as they enjoy watching the two go back and forth, almost like a comedy act. And finally, who can forget our star performer, Daru, in a penguin suit, was so poorly received that he only lasted a single day.
なんでだよ。納得いかないよ。
Did you just assume their
みんな可愛い可愛いって
gender?
言ってくれたお
No. Yeah, I think you assumed Luka's gender. Lukako's gender. Hello, Mr. Bam.
自業自得だろ。ゾンビペンギンめ。
Ow, that was white. The day the costume was completed, Penguin Daru went off to Chuodori to hand out flyers, and yeah, he was a big hit with ladies. They'd all get real cozy talking about how cute he was, and some of these girls would even hug him. Unfortunately, these same hugs caused him to grow overexcited, resulting in him passing out with a terrible nosebleed. The bleeding was so bad that eventually the penguin was soaked in blood, like something out of a horror movie. This zombie penguin of his has already become a bit of an urban legend here in Akiba and will likely be passed on to future generations. Alright, I'm out. Gotta wind down. Alright, good night, Chrysius. It's your turn to keep her awake with conversation. Oh, it's okay. I'll probably be wrapping it up soon. I'm trying to see if this story is gonna end soon. Oh, that's right. There's one thing I forgot to mention. Oh, we got it! Wait, oh no. That was a different achievement. CG achievement 50%. We managed to finish shooting and editing the PV for Mei Queen Yanyan is already up on streaming sites. It goes without saying that its overall quality is below substandard, but nonetheless it's being warmly received thanks to the main heroine's Lukako Zagai performance, along with the rest of the women that appear in it. As for me, well, I'm popular with the Fujoshi crowd. As usual, the men on the other hand all hate my guts. It's gotten hard to deal with, so I stopped looking at internet comments. Oh, and I'm not the only victim either. Lol. But she was like getting all into the role. Apparently, Kurisu had been telling herself that since the PV was for a tiny maid cafe in Akiba, there's no way it would make the rounds. However, her university professors managed to find it with no problem and apparently enjoyed it quite a bit. They ended up sending the video around via a mailing list. By the time Kurisu noticed, it was too late. Now she's famous around the campus for her second name, Akihabara Maid Girl. To make matters worse, folks were trying to get her to dance at some kind of samba event in the States next month. They want her to wear her cat ears and maid outfit, of course. And so, Kurisu's constantly having to deal with emails from the States, day in and day out. Every now and then you can hear her muttering things like, "I said I'm not going to dress up as a maid," or "I don't even know how to dance the samba." That's about the long and short of it. It may be gradual, but the wounds received during the war are slowly starting to heal. Her own fan club.
ああ、
Oops.
でもだいぶ慣れた。初めの頃よりはずっと楽だ。
Faris and I worked the late shift today, so we were the last ones in the cafe. I decided to walk her back to a place before heading to the lab. We were walking through Akiba together. Shido has vanished from Akiba. He's supposedly on the run, but there's no guarantee that he won't come for Faris seeking revenge. Of course, Faris isn't the only one I'm concerned about. I made sure to tell all the other girls, Lukako included, to not go anywhere alone at night.
それに、フェイリスが元気になってくれたからな。疲れも吹き飛ぶさ。と、まゆりが言ってた。
なんだ、びっくりしたにゃ。
いや、俺もそう思うぞ。フェイリスが賑やかにしていると、なんだかこっちまで楽しい気持ちになる。
そっかにゃ。
あ？
にゃんだか照れちゃうにゃ。
Faris scratches her cheek with her index finger. She continues to wear her carefree smile as we keep walking in silence. With nothing to say, I just quietly stay next to her. The night breeze passing underfoot hints at the coming of autumn. As I look up, my view is filled with a sea of buildings, their stores closed up for the days. In the starless sky, their neon signs are the only things illuminating the night. This is the true form of Akihabara, a chaotic mishmash of different buildings, skyscrapers, and multiplex structures.
あのね、今日な、
I continued to look up at the Akiba skyline.
本当にありがとう。私、京馬のおかげでいろんなものをもらったよ。本当。
Oops. I noticed Farah's speaking mannerisms have changed and turned to look at her. There, I didn't find Farah's Nyanyan, but Rumiho, the ordinary high school girl. Her cat ears are gone.
フェイリス？
前も言ったけど、これまで私には本当に心を許せるお友達がいなかったの。どんなに苦しくても、どんなに泣きたくっても、お願い、助けてって言える人が、王子様がいなかったの。
王子様。
ごめん。本当は私、ものすごく子供なんだ。だからね、王子様をずっとずっと待っていたんだよ。
Faris bashfully raises the corners of her mouth a little.
俺たちは、その王子様になれたか？そうか。
The breeze blows yet again. It's soft and gentle, and Faris's twin tail sways from side to side. And then suddenly, Faris stops in place, looking up at me. I instinctively stop as well, looking down at her. Our gazes intertwine, drawn to each other. I can see Faris's cheeks start to redden, her eyes glistening.
ただね、私、京馬に何回もお願いしようとして、できなかったことがあるんだ。
え？なんだ？言ってみろ。何でもしてやるぞ。
本当に？
ああ、俺にできることならな。
そう。
Faris pauses in hesitation. Her clear jade eyes remain unmoving, as though she's trying to peer deep into my soul. Wait, her eyes are pink. And then... they do not look green at all.
魔法のこと。
魔法？ああ。
マナとは違う。今の私の名前。ただね、それを聞いてしまったら、京馬には魔法がかかるかもしれないよ。私のこと好きになっちゃう魔法。
あれは俺には聞かないと言ったろ。
My heart starts racing as I reply to her. I feel like the pitch of my voice has gone up too.
でもあれは嘘だったんだ。
え？
魔法にかかった人が私のことを好きになるんじゃなくって、その逆。
逆？
The reverse. Faris slowly brings her face close to mine. She's standing on her tiptoes. The distance between us is so small that our faces would touch if either of us moved.
あれはね、ルミホって呼んでくれた人を私が愛してしまう魔法だった。
え？
だから私のお願いを私をルミホって呼んでください。
Everything around us has stopped. The only place where time flows is in the space between our gazes. I can feel her warmth as she clings tightly to me. It's almost as if she's the only person that exists in this entire world. Is this heartbeat my own? Or is it hers? And then... I can see the tears beginning to well in Faris' eyes. These tiny beads of light quickly grow larger. Oh god, there's like a bug on my desk. Ah! My moment is ruined by this little tiny moth that a wolf is on her. He won't say it. On the verge of rolling down her cheeks.